Good evening, one and all. It's Friday, it's the end of the working week, and as it is a big old QTCC month, how about we dive into some more good old Warframe? Because, of course, I am back in the Maid outfit. All the thrills, all the thrills, all the bits and pieces that you lot seem to love, it is your reward once again. Because we have reached over $3,000 raised for the quest to conquer cancer. And for the first time in a number of streams, we're opening up with no required squats. None. We're all up to speed on that. Rather, my legs are up to speed on that. And boy, howdy, are they happy with that being a fact.
The outfit seems like it was made for you. 3.
Thank you, Maid, for the Prime subscription there up onto 14 months. Much appreciated there. And I just wear it well, don't I? Yeah. Somehow, for some reason, a lot of you seem to really like the outfits and think it suits. It doesn't. This is not my appropriate attire. This is silliness. Why do you lot keep asking for it? Look at this. This is not practical. This is... This... No. But it's what we've got for today, isn't it? And as happy as appropriately noticed, Uredi wears it well too. Yes, Uredi and I are in something of a matching outfit because hell, why not? Uredi's got slightly different ears to me, and you know, is an infested Warframe girl rather than just a handsome dude on the internet. But there we are. There we are. Not everything can be identical. It's probably for the best. I don't know what would be much worse, if Uredi was a live streamer in the Warframe category, or if I were turned into a Warframe as a playable character. Either which way, that ends well for no one. So let's maybe just not think about that. Hello there, Pearl. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. So today for you lovely lot, we have got plenty of relics lined up to get cracking through and get the best out of those. We also have over here, if I take a quick peek into here, a tiny timing issue. You see, it takes time for parts to be built, and then more time for parts to be put together in the right combination, and there is a certain downtime between the parts finishing and one realizing this, picking them up, and putting them together into the final blueprint. Uredi Prime has 7 hours, 13 minutes, and a few seconds left on her. Which is simply not going to do, is it? It's simply not going to do. So we're going to get started with Uredi rather than Uredi Prime. But it looks like we're going to throw some plat to conquer cancer as well in bringing out Uredi so she can immediately be abused by all the donations we have had here on the channel. That's simply how it'll go. And if you would like to contribute to that as well, !QTCC in the chat for the easy link to that. If I recall correctly, we are $98 away, just 98 Canadian dollars away from the new Uredi deserving not 2 but 3 bloody umbral formats. What a way to go into the world, knowing that a full umbral set is already just on the cusp of possibility. Squirbo, no ticket today, it's a Friday. We only do the 75 plat raffles on Wednesdays and Sundays. Standard process here. However, you can still indulge in the QTCC giveaways we'll be doing throughout the stream. We're not doing them straight away at the start, you know, gotta give people time to turn up and enjoy the show, ain't we? So instead, whilst we wait for people to turn up and give them all those opportunities, if you'd like to join me on some relic cracking, send me a messaging in the engineer. I'll bring you on into the squad, and we'll take it from there. We have... Ooh, we've got an alchemy fissure that's about to close. There's no way we're going to make that in time, but let's see if we can anyway. Miralabe, come on in and join the squad. Let's go with the hydrate. Cheers. Yeah, we're definitely going to miss that alchemy, aren't we? Because we don't want to go in and just Miralabe myself. We want a full 4-man squad. We're going to have some others here who are happy to join in on the Omnia Fissure. We're not going to try an Ultra Fissure. I've done that enough times over. We're not going to try an Ultra Fissure. Even if you do a turnaround in like 3 minutes per relic, didn't like figured out to be sort of like a 1 in 1,000 chance, somewhere in that ballpark. Otherwise known as about 50 hours on average just to get it once. Yeah, that's not happening. I mean, it's going to happen all the damn time for people who are trying. It's just, for any individual squad, it's not happening. That said, wait. Oh yeah, it's already gone. I thought we had a few seconds on it. Never mind. Well, that's gone. You know what, Mirror in protest, we're just going to have to go and take this to a Miso Exterminate, aren't we? Until we have a full squad available. Do I have any refined relics? I have just the one. You know what, let's not burn that on a 2-man squad. Let's grab ourselves some bits and pieces here, shall we? And in fact, I've just remembered, because of the way the matchmaking system works now, if we set that to public, we'll get a full squad, but then it'll extract us with just myself and Mirrorlay, won't it? So we get all the value, none of the difficulties, and we have someone looking to join in. I will invite you, but you may not succeed because we are now loading it into public. Yep. Gonna have to catch you on the next mission there, Drewmed. It'll only be a couple minutes. It'll only be a couple.
Accept your death.
Alright. Let's go, Urali. Oh, I switched over the fashion on Urali, but it did not switch over the fashion on Maralina. My bad.
To open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? You found a fissure. Look out for reactant.
Got the door.
Collect reactant to open your relic. Be aware. Only corrupted enemies.
Secondary weapon has infinite ammo.
Reactant
Oh,
is
okay.
working on your relic.
Well, that's perfect. I'm just going to hold down the fire button. Can't stop me on doing that.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Stay focused. Yeah, focus. That's what we've got right here. Focus.
Reactant to open your relic.
I am just genuinely holding down the fire button and pointing in the general direction of anything that might perish. Friend or foe, the gun doesn't care. We're just shooting.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Let's get out of here. I've just finished charging up the gun. Let's transform. Oh yeah. That's the bullet hose we know and love. Well, 2 people here. We're just waiting on that last person to make their way through. Wait, hold on. That's... They have 0 reactant. How do they have 0 reactant? Where are they on the map? They're at the start of the mission. Can they... Did they AFK? Were they... I'm just going to ignore that. I'm not even going to process that. They still loading in? They're on PC, so I'd imagine they could load in reasonable, but yeah, like... Don't act like you didn't queue it up. Either they queued up with... No, they came in separately. We saw one then the other. So this person intentionally queued up this mission with a relic selected. So the whole why am I here? I'm going to need more information before I validate that. Whatever. Public fishers. They're never perfect. Hello, Flo. Shouldn't Maralina also have a maid outfit? Yeah, I switched over the Urali fashion. Didn't think about the impact or lack thereof on Maralina. Did not cross my mind. Oh, because it doesn't actually destroy the squad, we're now just going to have... What am I here? Anyway, I'm going to destroy the squad and reform, because I just don't want that floating there every single mission for the rest of the night. Because that'd suck. Alright, let's fix up Maralina's appearance. There we go. There we are. Much better. From Chaos. Okay, playing Devil's Advocate here. Here we are, that's always a good start. But you do join separately from your friends if you get host migrated as you're joining. Okay. Regardless, that means that person was in a... Either they selected the mission themselves and they selected their relic, or they were dragged in by their friend selecting the mission, which means they were with someone they had chosen to squad with and then still chose a relic. And then sat themselves at the front of the mission and went, huh? If they didn't have a relic equipped, I would be a little bit more understanding. Not much more. It's you don't exactly get to that part of the game and go, huh, what's a relic fisher? So yeah. Kind of figure it out, you know? Oh, hello. And we have an A gear to fill in the squad. Wonderful. I can switch that to invite only now. Wonderful. Hello, Chaos. Yeah, I'm doing alright today. I'd say there's a lot of whys that could be asked this stream. Most can be answered with for charity. Hey, that's on me. For public people doing public things in fissures, that ain't charity. They certainly weren't charitable with sharing their relic reward. They didn't even crack it open. That ain't charity. Fair do, Fly, fair do. You prepare/rest for your party tomorrow, absolutely. Is it a party that you are hosting or you're attending? Hello, Crescendo. Maybe they said it public instead of, well, not public. While possible, that only leads to yet more daftness on their part of, one, not noticing that they were setting it to public, not solo, and they did join at the start is what it looked like. And then two, still being the lemon.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these
Lemon's gonna lemon.
open a relic. You're near a fissure. The enemies are dropping reactors.
Alright, once again, infinite ammo on the gun. This time it's just... Oh, it was infinite ammo, but then, you know, the bonus had run out. Because it's from Arcane Pistolia, which is fun. Nope, accidentally got off Merolina, because getting off Merolina is the same button as opening doors. So if you don't, for some reason, open the door, you instead just disembark. Which is a thing. This is not the way I wanted to go. And dress up elegantly and play poker? Sounds like a party. Don't mind me, just an invisible Urani making her way through the mission. Fun fact, for those of you who don't know, invisibility granted by the Shade Companion is not disabled by using abilities. Excuse me, by using abilities. And further to that, it is not dispelled by going out of bounds or into a nullifier bubble. So it's a surprisingly reliable form of invis. However, if you shoot or attempt to finish her, instantly breaks, with a cooldown that is not shown anywhere on screen. It's an oddity. Functional, but still odd. That's a lot of enemies down below me. Hold on. Let's go hunt them down. There we are. And enemy's broken. Let's get out of here. Would Maid outfit be considered elegant? I don't know if it would be elegant so much as... No, I've not really got the word. Elegant is not what comes to mind for a Maid outfit. Ooh, Clay Prime Blade. Don't mind if I do. That's a nice pickup. Who brought that relic? Professional? Maid outfit does not come across as professional. Brother Oni, that's not the weight of the word I would go for, but it is along the right direction. There is a word I'm trying to grasp at. It's not quite... Yes, Ellie, thank you for the technical answer to it. Everyone loves an actually. It's, there's the word. Suggestive. If people are going for elegant, Maid outfit doesn't come across as elegant so much as suggestive in a party is the way I would approach it. Unless others are taking that same kind of sartorial level. That would be my assessment. Full suit it is. I mean, you don't have to go suit, but if suit's your next best option, go for it.
Use all that you have learned.
Go for it.
Fissures in the area.
Again, I could be wrong. Your friends could be going for an entirely different vibe than I'm estimating there. I'm just working with what comes to mind when I think of elegant poker party. And, yeah, Maid outfit is not it.
Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic.
You mess around, don't even have a Maid outfit? Look, I know quite a number of people in this community do own a Maid outfit, so I do not pass judgment on that. If someone suggests they're going to be wearing a Maid outfit, yeah, there's a good chance they actually could. If not, they're available online. It's not exactly hard to get hold of. We don't judge here. Much. We may ask questions, aplenty. Misinterpret jokes as serious questions and then answer them in a very serious manner. Which is definitely not diagnostic. I don't know what anyone's saying. Nope. But judge? Only occasionally. Hello, Fire Lion. Yeah, I'm fairly certain this doesn't count as Yuredi cosplay, but it is weird that it's close. By saying we only judge Revenant players. Why are we judging Revenant players? And not, you know, the game that encourages Revenant playstyle? Thank you, Fire Lion. If you'd like to see more of these such streams, support us with the quest to conquer cancer. I am only in this adorable getup because of the quest to conquer cancer, because you amazing lot here have raised $3,000 in that quest. If we hit 4,500, I'm doing it again. There is no limit on the number of these that can happen this month. If we hit $15,000 raised somehow, yeah, that will be 10 total Maid streams. No limit. I'll just keep on doing them. If you lot keep on supporting. Same goes for all the plat giveaways, same goes for all the squats, same goes for all the rest of it. Support happens, these happen.
And so we learn the importance of clarity and purpose.
Yeah, fair do, Floyd. Fair do. I hope you have yourself a wonderful and, to quote yourself, queer event. But yeah, maybe rest up before poker. You definitely want to have your poker face on. Doesn't matter what you're wearing. The face in that game, that's the main thing you're wearing. And a lot of us here know how exhausting it is to mask. You didn't bother doing Plague Star, you're too busy doing something else? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. But so is the Tipathon still happening after 6k? At 6k, yes. Absolutely. So, with that threshold, we've had the 3k threshold, which was the Hudler stream. Went very well, I might add, actually. Very well indeed. So the next one up on the list for those one-offs is that 6k for a Tipathon. And yes, it will start with a significant timer to acknowledge the amount of support up to that point in time. Not a one-to-one, but an acknowledgement of it. But yeah. You're playing for the vibe, not the money? Fair enough. I do have somewhere... actually, I can see it just over there on one of the shelves. An old set of poker cards and very basic plastic chips. Very, very basic looking things, but it does the job. If you don't want to have anything to actually gamble for, they basically are just points. And points for the sake of points, why not? After all, a game doesn't have to have dire consequences, it can just have a scoreboard. Much like we are, as a community, second place on the not important scoreboard. Logan asking, have you done testing with Nullstar? Lavos feels so nice to use. With Nullstar specifically, I have not, no. I will be quite honest, when it comes to Nullstar, I've never been a big fan of it as a defensive ability. Especially as the higher the range on your setup, the easier it is to burn off your defensive shroud. Because it'll just start hitting targets left, right, and center. Lavos really likes having a high range.
The art of combat must be practiced.
Doesn't strike me as a combo that would work with the way I play Lavos too well. But if it works for you, all good. I imagine it would work well with a high duration Lavos, which means you'd also be focusing more on, I'd imagine, a gas setup. Because gas does love that extra high status duration, certainly if you're holding down a specific area. If you're going for Valence Formation gas, you can get away with a lower range, you can subsume in the Nullstar then to give yourself that defense. If you need the extra defense for whatever setup that is. Oh yeah. And I am not getting much opportunity to shoot here. Precision weapon does not go burr here. But it's fine. You'll never use this Molecular Prime Augment? I mean, on Nova that works, yeah. Will that work on a Subsume? Well, I mean, I've got a lot of shots in there, but navigation worked out. Ooh. Let's go Daikyu. Yeah, that's what I thought, Alex, yeah. Logan said, elements infused into Nullstar when using Valence Formation, which isn't meta level, but very fun build. Okay. Yeah, I see that there.
This is good.
It gives you triple damage on that. More if you count the status effect that should come from it as well, yeah. Akaboy saying, decided to up the ante on winning anything. Yeah? Akaboy will give a list of top 10 most used frames. After each stream of nothing, it'll decrease to either get nothing or something. Sorry, Akaboy, I genuinely have no idea what you mean by that, sorry. No idea. There we are. A little bit more suitable to the frame. Now, one thing I did notice, which I must have already known, but has somehow then also slipped my mind, is that, oh, thank you, Bo, for the hydrate. Is that Lavos' Valence Formation, the guaranteed status effect on hit, also applies even when the elements would be converted away from being elemental damage. Specifically, with finishers, stealth finishers. So if you have a finisher which hits twice, as many back finishers do, You can then have it where the first hit applies a viral proc, doubling the damage of the second hit. Or if you're up against something with, say, a heck of a lot of shields and overguard that get in the way first for some reason, then you start with your magnetic. And have the magnetic proc get in the way. Although, if the magnetic affected stats are in the way, you're probably not going to kill them with finisher as a result that way. Ground fist finisher can proc the big blast explosion. I mean, with a finisher you should just be outright killing, so whether it's using your fist weapon or if you're using a sword, hammer, a finisher with blast should do a big blast. By all theory. Only through that Valence formation, forcing in the status proc where normally there shouldn't be one. There are some things that do status procs on a finisher as well, but they're relatively few and far between. Lavos just seems to add it wherever he damn well pleases, of any of the types that you can create, which is pretty nifty. And there we go. Mission successful. Yeah, let's pick the Oberon piece. Why not? Why not the Oberon piece? Alright. After this next run, I think it's time we do one of our first giveaways of the stream, though. See where we are. Yeah, definitely time for that. Now let's see, what giveaways have we got lined up for today? We have got... let me update my color coding on this, just so I more easily keep track. 1 second. There we go. So yep, we've got some 100 plats to do, we got 250 plat to do, and... ooh, I probably should have put this in an announcement post. We're due to do a Prime Access giveaway. I definitely should have put that in an announcement post, shouldn't I? I can at least update the stream title. There we are. From a related question that might not fit here at the moment. Have you ever looked into or tested the augment conductive spear for Jaya? Can't say I recall the testing on it. Sorry. No worries, Eiko. We'll catch you on the next one.
Each enemy is more powerful than before. Only with true mastery of the 10O arsenal will you succeed.
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have
Zom, my usual stand applies on that question. Usual stand applies.
We're near a fissure. The enemies are dropping reactants. Keep fighting.
Let's open fire in here. There we go. Double the ability range, double the ability strength. Not sure either of those are needed right now on Urani, but
That's it.
we have.
Open the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
And now we just open fire with the super rapid shots that we have here. Painting the entire area with our green water balloons.
No detection from enemy sensors.
They're a little bit crazy when that pops off as a combo. No, my Marilina!
The enemy is broken.
It's fine, we can just cast a new one, but still.
Now get to extraction.
Going to buff infinite ammo, your beloved. And that wasn't even infinite ammo from Reactant buff. That was strength buff on Eureli, and then infinite ammo from Arcane Pistolia, landing a headshot with this AoE weapon. That's what that one was. Alright, so we'll pop out of this mission here. And then we have our first of the giveaways to do. We're going to start it off gently. We'll start it off with a couple 100 plat giveaways. Let's get that loaded up, shall we? Let me get my screens in a row here. Alright, and that should load up. So, we now have two 100 plats going out at the same time here. So, exclamation mark, win QTCC for a chance to win either of those. Exclamation mark, win QTCC for a chance to win one of these two 100 platinum giveaways. And a quick reminder, this is as a result of the quest to conquer cancer from all of your wonderful support here on the channel, which again is also why I'm in this absolutely ridiculous outfit. Let me get my webcam out the way though for the moment, so we see who is sliding in behind me there, because there are a few of you stacking up. There you are. Exclamation mark win QTCC for a chance to win that. Or if you do just exclamation mark QTCC, you can also further contribute to the quest to conquer cancer. You can see that lovely blue bar, little over halfway filled at the top of the screen. If we can get that all the way to 6k, that would be incredible, and every bit to that helps. Every bit helps. I'll give you all just a moment more to grab yourself that entry if you'd like a chance to win that platinum. Just a reminder, everyone has an equal chance here. It doesn't matter if you're a subscriber, follower, or if this is your first time here. It doesn't matter if you've switched off the default skin or not, and it doesn't matter if you've won before or not. Everyone has a precisely fair chance of winning in every single one of these giveaways. Which is partly why we double them up every now and then. Make sure it's a little bit more spread out. Alright, but that is going to be it in at 10, 9, 8, 7, don't forget stream delay, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, draw. Let's have a look then. Those of you who are pouring into the fight, most of you will go down, 2 of you will stay standing. Let's see who it is today. I did see Zom did hope for another shot there, but that was not going to happen. Our winners are Umbrelli and Fugo Monkey.
Excellent work, Tenno. The extraction point is up ahead.
Look at that there. Congratulations to the 2 of you. Make sure you have already submitted your IGNs. That's exclamation mark IGN for your in-game name, please. I'll need your in-game name along with your Warframe username and platform. So long as you've submitted that with the exclamation mark IGN command, you two will receive your platinum once QTCC wraps up, and the prizes are handed out in the start of November. GG's. GG's all around on that. Let me just get the webcam back. I am back. Oh. Yeah, we have a mod and a first-time viewer winning there. It doesn't get much more balanced, does it? It doesn't get much more balanced. Like I say, everyone's got the same chance of winning. Now, naturally, if you watch the stream more often, you're more likely to win. If you enter lots of giveaways, it turns out you have lots of chances to win. And mods, yeah, they tend to be around here, don't they? There's a reason they're mods. I mean, there's many reasons. Being around a lot is just one of them. Point is, it's to be expected. And with that, let us resume our relic cracking. We've got many more giveaways to do throughout the rest of this stream. We've got many more relics to crack, and the only way to crack them is to crack them, so let's get started with that. Absolutely. Wonderful, got the IGN recorded there now. Splendid. And yeah, just a note for anyone confused on the bot message. It does say, you set your platform as PC, if you did set it as PC. If you're crossplay, make sure you set it as PC, blah blah blah. The bot hasn't been educated enough to read the command and know if you actually type PC. That's because some people put PC, some people put computer, some people put Steam. So it's just to be very, very, very clear. I just have it sent to everyone. Just ensures then everyone's got the message. Also, Mirrorly, thank you very much for gifting a bot over to... Sorry, gifted a sub over to the bot. Not a bot over to the sub. A sub over to the bot there. Now, the bot no longer has to deal with Ads? Huh? Yeah.
Focus. There's a heavy
Definitely makes sense. You say, love that Electroframe tells me what relics to be best, but they are lit. Are you in the squad with it? Something's gone a little bit screwy there, hasn't it? If that keeps happening, you'll just need to reach out to the app maker and see if they can offer some support on that. Let us continue through. We've got all of our reactants, we just need to put a few more enemies in the ground. Alright, give her on a spaceship, but you know how that works. Badly. And we're good. Alright, let's get out of here.
Now get to extraction.
Currently cloaked by shade. Means nothing's going to attack me on the way through. And there we are. Another Cronin Prime Blade. Don't mind if I do. How much are those even going for at the moment? Let's have a look here. Warframe Market. One Cronin Prime Blade. 26 platinum for the cheapest online. Damn.
They fought well.
That is a shiny piece. We just made over 100 platinum as a squad there. Cannot be mad at that. That's a handle. Good point. Shit, that's 12 plat. I am blind. Okay, well, we made 48 plat. 8 euros media for 54. Right then, let's load into our next one. Oh, wait, nope, it closed. We have to go somewhere else now. Okay, let's see, what have we got, We have got, not great ones at the moment, I'm very honest with you. That's over on Eris, and I'm playing Urali, please no. So, let's maybe take a different direction. What have we got off of Steel Path at the moment? Not much better. There is an alchemy. Let's do the alchemy, why not? There we go. Hello there, Moon. We are in the midst of some good old Reddit cracking. You're really looking as Kengineer as ever. Best way to put it. All in the hopes of raising yet more for that wonderful quest to conquer cancer. Because don't forget, it's not just a random ass charity drive. You know, this is for the Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation. Absolute legends when it comes to tackling cancer and many different types of it, no less. The only way we are going to see cancer's butt get absolutely kicked is by making sure that the scientists who are doing it have the tools they need. They are. Well, Kals, I'm glad you enjoy the look. Also, Vanadant with the hydrate. Oh. Cheers. No, don't get off the... So, I don't know why D decided the same button for interact and get off Merlina. Yeah, I don't know why they decided it should be the same button. Maybe the right hand for. Because it means that if you just slightly miss the pickup, yeah, if you think, oh yeah, I'm close enough, but it turns out you're not, you just throw away your ability. And then you have to spend more energy picking it up again. It's just... Wait, get out of my way.
Only corrupted enemies will drop it. You are going to need more reactant, not to open that relic.
Exactly, Blanco, yeah, exactly. If me wearing this outfit can help save even one extra person from the hell that cancer can cause, I'm all for it. I will look a little bit daft if it makes things better. That's an easy choice every day. And Chaos, that's more of a bug, but I get what you were asking for there. I get it. Any thoughts on Noko from what DE has shown? I mean, for fuck's sake, it was right there! From what DE have shown, we'll see when we get our hands on it, I suppose. We'll see when we get our hands on it. Because the devil... Christ. The devil is, as ever, in the details. It is basically impossible to really appreciate what a frame or weapon can do until you have those details, because ultimately we're not dealing with physical fact. We're not dealing with the natural order of the world. We're dealing with a video game that allows that to happen. I'm not using my early enough. A video game that allows that to happen. So until we get our hands on it, it is very much, alright, that's cute. Let's see what it does. There we are.
Now the tricky part. Air pressure management.
Yeah, Zom. Yeah, if there is anyone... Oh, wow, okay. That was a strong hit. Thanks, Mirror Lake. Yeah, if there's anyone laboring under the impression that I enjoy wearing this outfit, no. There is a very good reason that you only see it during a charity drive. Let us not forget that the only reason it happened in the first place 2 years ago was because I didn't realize just how generous this community can be when it comes to a charity drive. And so the opening goal that I had set was obliterated. We went well over that original $1,000 goal I'd set. And so it was a stretch goal. So a stretch goal of, you know what, if you guys can double the amount of support, if you can go from over 1,000 to 2,500, if you can double the support, then sure. The jokes people are asking for a Maid outfit stream, why not? So anyway, we raised $6,000. We raised $6,000 in that month, and that's why the goal for this month is at that 6K. You've done it before. Let's see if y'all got the guts to do it again.
You may return to the sanctum. Until then, give the murmur hell.
Black Guy, it's mostly about the silliness of it. To see men in classically women's attire, it's because men don't typically wear women's attire. That is it. That is the entirety of it. It leads people to feeling uncomfortable wearing such stuff because it doesn't befit their personality, it doesn't befit what they would usually choose to don. And so by that subversion of expectations, that middle finger to normality, it creates something humorous, something laughable, something worth the contribution from time to time. It's not meant to be a universal interest, but it is there. Are we going for rotation C? We're just going, Kals. You may have noticed with these streams that when things could be a goal, but I don't explicitly state them, it's because they're not the goal. If I said we'll go for rotation C, then sure, but otherwise we're just here with cracking relics. That's the goal. That this mission has a rotation C is kind of irrelevant. It could have rotation A, for all I care. The rewards from this mission aren't exactly overwhelming, are they? For the relics, that's where the good stuff's at. Cassie is very cute. Thank you. To activate the personal space ability. Oh, apparently the personal space ability just created lag. Or something did. It's doing its natural habitat? Well, of course, yeah, the labs here. All the alchemy going on, that's what Lavos loves. We are indeed a Lavos main. Please ignore the frame currently on screen. It is absolutely not a frilly, black and white clad, bunny-eared Urali. It'll have a new Lavos skin. Need to see it in-game. But, looks like it'll be good. Looks like it'll be good. Guys, I can't recall. Are you involved in QTCC this year? Never thought to ask. Let's just get rid of these enemies. They're clustering up a bit much. Did that amphor just fly away from me? I swear that amphor, as I approached it, it just went. Whee! I'm not insane. That did actually just happen, didn't it?
On your toes. We must keep the pressure in range.
Your Kubro took the amphor away from. What do you mean your Kubro can take an amphor away from me? What? I have never seen that interaction. I have never seen that.
Shoot the valve to release
It wasn't
pressure.
quick either, it just levitated out of there. Like, just casual thing. That was ridiculous. Oh dear. There we are, got my reactant.
Well done, Tenno.
Definitely wasn't forgetting that was a thing to do.
We have a new pressure target.
But you die, you're bugged out? Okay. I will do nothing to help you, Miralade. I hope that helps you. Meanwhile, I should probably be popping some more of these pipes. Where are the pipes at? There's one. Okay, I apparently missed every single shot there. What was that? More pipes! Very good.
Why, I do
You can't die because you're invisible with your Kubro? I could try standing next to you and
make another.
attracting the enemy's attention. I don't think it'll work. You say you're bugged out, are you just unable to move? Unable to move off the Bratton piece, it seems. Oh dear. You can't use abilities to weapons? That sucks. You know what? You're broken and unable to fix it. Let's dip and get that fixed for you. There's no point having you dragged around, unable to play. There's just no point. So let's extract, get you reset, get you back on your feet and shooting. Ah, Cassento, I'm glad you're enjoying the Lieutenant Envoy. You have some good fun with that.
Bring hot and cold together. It's a blast.
Fish and Archie, we're done, thanks. No blast for us. And here we are. Well, that was a very pessimistic take there, Gaz. I don't think Cat Centaur fits into that category, but good to know, I suppose.
Come on.
There we are. Let's get this another run through on that then. It's alright, Mirai. The game just breaks sometimes. That happens. And so we accommodate fixing it. Did the Warframe stats site laugh hard? I mean, I would see that it gets a lot of usage. Sure. I'm not surprised, because the stats are all for it. Yeah, the AoE weapon pass that came around, it absolutely destroyed the ammo economy of a lot of AoE weapons. Without really recognizing too much, you know, that they have to be constantly fired to maintain their functions. The various stacks and buffs you need to build up. But the Tenet Envoy? Absolutely fine. So yeah, what's that? The Kuba Bremer picks up 1 ammo per pack? Nah, we can do 4 times that. With a huge 8-shot magazine, automatic firing, while still being an effective AoE blapper. It's brilliant.
You're near a fissure. The corrupted enemies are dropping reactant. Collect
Yes,
to open the void realm.
to put it bluntly, if you're encountering people macroing enough to have diagnostic measures, I feel like that's something that's best brought to DE's attention. Don't really want to go down the macro topic line here, if that's alright. They know about it? Cool. Then we'll leave them to it. They know what they're doing. Is Warframe market down? Is it? It was up just a moment ago. Let me do a quick refresh of the page. Nope, that page is still loading. Looks like it's fine to me. Might just be your browser there, Kals.
You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
Quickly now, throw the elemental ampholes at the crucible. Well, go on.
Try to clear your cache. I mean, you shouldn't need to clear your cache just to check Warframe market. It is working fine, so honestly, just give it a hard reload. Like close and reopen the browser, something like that.
Your relic is opened.
Clearing the cache of browsers isn't really something you should need to do just to access a very typical looking website.
On your toes. We must keep the pressure.
Let's get rid of that, because I just don't want to deal with it. How did most of those shots miss? What am I... Oh wait. Limbo moments. Maybe that was it. Didn't realise we had a limbo in the squad.
Release valve pressure now.
Valve pressure down. Valve pressure down.
Pressure calibration changing.
Oh, gotta set it down again. And again. There we go. Someone's marked something 100 odd meters this way. Let's go have a look. That is over here. Aha! That is a cheeky placement. Oh, hello. No. What? Okay, there we go. Got it. And kindly thanks, but no thanks. Well, there we are then, Kals. You got your fix. You can enjoy Warframe Market once again.
Who's a pretty sample? You are. You're a pretty sample, aren't you? Create another. When need arises, you may return.
Voice actor definitely cooked when it came to Fibonacci, didn't they?
Murmur hell.
You've never seen a medallion there? Yeah, there's some really odd spots for medallions around the maps. Some really odd spots. Which I suppose is the point, you know? Keeps it interesting. I know that is a silver, but it's only 25 ducats, and it's the goddamn Bratten. I'm taking the pro tier piece. I know this isn't a very good relic, but we can go through. Oh, I've got a lot of traces. Alright. I'm going to start upgrading relics. I've got a lot of traces. If I don't upgrade relics during this mission, I am going to cap out and waste traces. And we don't want that. That'd be bad. Deathscaler, I'm scared to even ask how you could possibly have conspiracies, the word you used, around medallions. Huh. Well, we'll find out, Gaz. We will find out what happens to the traces, yeah. If it turns out that upgrades mid-mission don't reduce it before I get awarded the extra traces, which will be weird, then I should end up with either max traces or max traces minus however many I spend on the relics. Yeah. I think it eats rad relic but equips intact. Oh. I mean, we'll see what is shown on the display in a moment then, yeah. Others have been using upgraded relics so far. I don't know if they upgraded them before the mission or not, but we'll see how it all comes together. Can't say Rotation C Alchemy is worth it. Dreamer's Wrath is 35-40 plat. Discipline is 45. What are the drop rates on those though? Now, what's the likelihood we actually pick up one of those valuable items?
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
That's dealt with. Good, good, good. We need some more heat amphor. There's one right there. And one right there. Beautiful. Everyone's got reactants, we're all good on that. A combined 12%, so 6% for each of them. Alright. So, I mean, whilst we just let this load up, we've got 0.06 multiplied by 37.5 plat, and 0.06 multiplied by 45 plat. So that gives us, from those two, a output of 4.95, so let's call it 5 plat per rotation C. That's the average output there. So on top of whatever else we're earning, over the course of 4 crucibles to get to rotation C, we then get an extra 5 plats on average. Oops, shouldn't have double shot there. My bad. It's not nothing, but that is 5 plat over the course of what? 15 to 20 minutes? Not exactly expiring. But yeah, still better than mobile defense. Still better than pretty much any survival mission. On top of a survival just being slow for cracking relics as is. Need a pipe. Nope, nope. Other people found it. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong, Gaz, yeah. The bundle is definitely a an investment one can make a profit out of, selling the individual parts. As always, if you do go for such a buy then sell approach, do so at your own risk. The value of your investment can go down as well as up. Right, so I wanted to upgrade relics. Let's be quick about this. Scroll down to the ones I don't own very many of, especially in the axes. Whatever this one is, let's upgrade it to max. Scrooters. Actually G12 Radiant is what's showing there. Actually G12 Radiant. I mean, it looks Radiant to me. No issues showing up on that side. There we are. Yeah, there's a few things when it comes to trading where the profit is, at first glance, illogical. And it's more just a nature of the lack of visibility. So if we look at, for example, Nautilus. Nautilus used to be, and possibly still is, in excess of 75 plat on Warframe Market. Despite the fact you then need to build it, and you then need to buy the slot, and Orochian, Catalyst and Reactor to go with it, compared to if you just bought it from the market for the exact same 75 plat. It's just, in order for people to realize that was even there, they need to know, one, they could buy it from the market, which some people wouldn't immediately think about for a companion from Railjack, and then second, they would need to realize that buying it from the market is somehow the better choice, which is itself stupidly rare. Not many things have that kind of situation. Oh, looks like Aega's getting that. Yeah, not many things have that kind of situation pop up, so that's why it takes people by surprise. Similarly then with the mods. With the mods, it's actually got a double-barreled feature to it. First of all, you've got the fact that the set is more expensive than an individual mod on the player market. So if someone just needs one mod, it makes more sense for them to just get that one mod. It may be short-sighted, you may say, oh, but they're going to want to have all the mods eventually, but for someone who doesn't have that same thought and feeling, it is better for them to get the individual one, and effectively then, somebody buys the set to sell the components is providing them a service. You're splitting it up for them, but that service includes a profit for taking the venture, is just market forces at play. No one can be upset at that, really. Anyone can partake in that same market.
And we'll take a look inside.
For those who don't realize that buying the individual mods, or even buying the set from someone, is more expensive than buying the set from the game market, is again just a failure of the game market to make it clear that that option's there. Because the game market tends to be ridiculously priced. At least in comparison to what some people can get. Dungeon, wrong cube, it's all good. Remember, when it comes to the prices through Warframe Market, where it's all a centralized location, where basically everyone can take part in it in precisely the same way, and we're dealing with commodities, so they're all the same item. The only fault for any of the prices on there is people's decision to engage with the market. If people think something is too expensive, then they won't buy it. And if enough people feel that way, then there'll be more sellers than buyers at a given price point. Price comes down. Vice versa. If something seems to be going really cheap and a lot of people buy it, they'll buy out the stock, and the remaining sellers will be charging higher rates because they're the ones who've chosen not to go to that level. Simple, really. Oops. I swear, the impetus to fire was there whilst the line was high. And then, as my finger was going through the clicking motion, someone shot down the other one. Like, nope, 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 nope. Thank you.
I do say, it's perfect.
Supply and demand, free market economics, yeah, basically. It's just a thing that surprises people a lot that sometimes a free market is actually just a free market. That it can just do what it's supposed to do, and that prices aren't unreasonable, it's just what people are paying. Whether the supply or demand is unreasonable, now that's its own separate question. Yeah, if you look at, for example, the price of Arcane Energize, historically, not recently, thankfully, but historically, the price of Arcane Energize was absolutely bonkers. But for the reason of the supply was very low and the value very high, as in value usefulness.
Electricity and extreme cold are required for this alchemy.
And so, rather than it being a problem of the players buying it and the problem of the players selling it, it was a problem of the supply just not matching how in demand such an item would be. And EE decided, nope, that is indeed an unreasonable price point, let's fix it. We had events, we have Arcane Dissolution, the price has come down. Are Magistra Ribbons that particularly high, Drumeth? I know they carry a decent value, but I don't know how high they go. For reasonable ribbons. We're not talking gold rolls. What is it with this particular spot wanting to really spawn a mech? Stop. We don't want a mech. Mechs get in the way. What's the origin of bonkers? Bonkers is a word we use in English. So if you look at the origin of that, you're going to need to head on over to Google and type in the word etymology, followed by bonkers. Because I don't know where the English language comes from for each individual word, sorry. We got some crazy background to our words. Magister pre-stat stick was at 900 plat. Yeah. Yeah, for best in slot items doing crazy stuff, that makes sense. That does make sense. And I can understand then from player perspective how that can seem painful when changes to the game remove their investment. That can really go both ways. My stance is a little bit more in the favour of let people reasonably access the game. But at the same time, you can understand people being a bit miffed at having something they've spent hundreds, if not thousands of platinum on the player market being changed and nowhere near as valuable to them. There's not really a right answer there. Just the answer gets chosen. So now we need more reactant? That we do, yes. Let's work on that reactant, shall we? Ultimately, the vast majority of value in a Magister Riven was generated through RNG and sheer grind. Not difficulty, not meeting a particular challenge. It's not like someone had to do some perilously dangerous endgame content to access such a Riven. It was just getting the good luck to roll Magister instead of Heat Sword, and then spending enough time getting enough Kuva to roll enough times that RNG once again reared its head and said, yep, you're allowed to have this now. Alright, we're only a little bit away from reacting, so I'm going to pop in that. Oh, yep, there's my reactant, so everyone else should be able to hit that. I'm going to pop that. We should be able to get that one bit of reactant extra some people need in that time.
Manage the venting system to keep pressure within the desired
I see no issue with that. Because everyone should be here, and this is where the enemies are getting corrupted. You see what happened to Arcane Hotshot? Yeah. Turns out, an extra source of it, and a much more reliable one, brings the price down. Even in anticipation of the source, brings the price down. It's understandable.
new pressure band identified.
Everyone's at 10, that's all good. From Drive, to be fair, meta arbitrations come with a bit of challenge, but it's been more of a gear check. Meta arbitrations.
Locating the next crucible.
Oh, as in doing arbitrations in a highly optimized fashion. Right. Hey, Rhino Prime Blueprint, nice. Nice. What have we got as this in-game message? Gold roll? Yeah, happens. Let's slap some more traces in. Equip for the mission. So I've spent 300 traces, and so far earned 169. That's good. That is good. None of these are the M4 I want. There we go. let's get to the next Crucible.
Viral elemental.
Let's start charging this one up.
You'll require
Yeah, I recall when I've made guides covering arbitrations and rewards from them, there's been a small contingent of people going, actually, and claiming substantially higher returns. Which, yes, if you have a coordinated squad on a very specific mission in a very specific tile, or very specific tile set, I should say, with optimized setups, as you point out yourself, making it happen as much as possible, then it can hit higher levels. This is something that plagues guides on the internet for various games, where someone will be like, oh yeah, you can get this really, really high result, whilst overlooking that high result doesn't happen most of the time, can't be reliably achieved, and when it can be achieved, you still need to jump through some rather substantial hoops that your average player is just simply not going to do. Dream of saying, Pals managed 13 to 1 Cougar per minute ratio on the good maps. 13 to 1 Cougar per minute, that's 2.5 mil per hour. Okay, your numbers are wrong. You've said something wrong there, because 13 per minute does not make 2.5 mil per hour. Not sure what it is you're trying to communicate, but it ain't what you've said there. Yeah, it might mean 13k. Even 13k per minute would be 780k per hour. I don't know. Oh, 13 Vitus essence per minute. Okay. Yeah, so that is more in line with the kind of claims people have thrown before now. No tickets tonight? No, it's a Friday fly. We do the 75 plat raffles on Wednesdays and Sundays. That's alright, Kels, we understand. No need to take it further.
on your toes. We must keep the pressure.
Don't know anything smart
Yo.
to say besides love your new work outfit. Keep up your great streams and guides. D.
Thank you, Darth Washbear. This is not my work outfit. This is a charity costume. Let's be very clear on that. Not a work outfit in the slightest. But thank you very much for dropping yourself here once again on tier 1. 27 months as boys. Much appreciated. As ever. Thank you, Darth. The whole when the stars align, and if the group aligns, and if the gear aligns, then you can get those really high numbers. Honestly, more power to everyone who can pull it off. Absolutely. It's just, it is such a narrow band of capability that for anyone outside of those particular meta farms, trying to see what they can achieve, hearing 2.5 million Cougar per hour and not immediately noticing the 27 asterisks of extra data behind it can be a bit frustrating. Yeah, that's my take on it. So whenever I do guides to loot one can get from XYZ content, the basis is what you can get
Require more. Again.
if you have a day job. What you can get if your friends aren't gods of gaming. What you can get if you haven't already farmed Warframe. The whole thing. This is not a great selection of stuff. I'm going to stick with the Revenant. Yeah. I leave the extreme min-max to those who want to cover extreme min-max, because ultimately you extreme min-maxers are very specialized into very particular fields. If I were to specialize to that level myself and focus on just those really intense specific areas, I wouldn't have time for everything else. Just wouldn't have time to work on anything else.
This crucible
Slap this in.
creates gas, feed it heat and toxin ampoules.
Do I consider myself as having quote-unquote farmed Warframe? The vast majority of it, yes, but not all of it. There are some areas of Warframe which I have no concern or desire to finish those farms. I mean, if you just look at my profile, for starters, I'm not Legendary 5, I'm Legendary 4, so I'm clearly missing some MR items. Just gonna let the mission happen around me for a moment, it's fine. If we sort this by progress and scroll on down, you'll see there's a bunch of items I just haven't gone through. Just haven't. And not because they are great, it's because they suck. For the amount of effort that I could put in to go and get them all together, that would suck all the fun out of the game for me. Why farm something up that has basically no relevance to everything I'm doing? So I just don't. It's the only sensible choice. Did I buy the Cyber from Darvo? No. Cyber was actually gifted to me, and then since then I built another. Or at least reached the requirements and built another. I don't know if I actually did do the build or if I just farmed the requirements. Yeah. Outside of just sheer mastery visibility, there's also ribbons. I don't have optimized ideal ribbons for every single weapon, or even just the core weapons I utilize. I have some good ribbons, but not the absolute best. I have my various loadouts, but do I have a loadout for every single Warframe ready to go, absolutely perfectly optimized for every single situation? No. I work my way through them bit by bit, as I feel the need, desire, and drive to do so. So, have I finished farming Warframe in its entirety? Absolutely not. But I have farmed 95% of it. It would be difficult for a bit of content to pop up that would truly require me to go and get something new. Outside of some ETABS of, oh, sorry, all crap weapons, figure it out.
Now for the alchemy. Manage the venting system to keep pressure
Hope that makes
within
sense.
the desired range.
Cleaning up Albrecht's messes, I see.
Very much so, Weird Kid, very much so. And thank you very much for dropping your Prime here once again, up onto 11 months. Enjoy your golden badge. This is the last month you'll see it. Thank you very much for the continued support here, much appreciated. Once we've got this one, okay, yeah, once we've got this one, we are going to dip out. So let's just do the last relic. We're going to dip out and do another round of giveaways. You press a target. Boop. Boop. Oops, we did a double. Nah, it is what it is. Happy to say, as someone who's mastered every K drive, it's not as hard as boring as a lot of people make it out to be, but it's very time consuming, so don't blame anyone for skipping it. But here's the thing, you say it's not as hard or boring. I don't think anyone's really claiming it's hard. Leveling items in Warframe isn't hard. And when it comes to K drives, they're no different. Gaining affinity whilst on the K drive, gaining affinity for the K drive whilst on it, from tricks or from races, it's not a difficult thing. Now, as for the other two aspects you've called out there, boring and or time consuming. Boring is a matter of someone's interest in what they're doing. If it's not interesting, then it is going to be boring. And you yourself confirm it is time consuming. So if someone has to do something uninteresting for an extended period of time, yeah, I'd say that qualifies as boring. Doesn't matter what one individual likes. Many others. Can I not get stuck on that little ridge? What is that? Ugh. Anyway, yeah. Doesn't matter what one individual likes. If others don't enjoy that particular activity, then it's going to be boring. And as I've said many a time, there is no requirement to have the maximum mastery in this game. I'm doing just fine at Legendary 4. When Legendary 4 was the max, I was doing just fine at Legendary 3, and so on so far down. You don't need to put 5 Former into every single Tenet weapon and Kuva weapon and Coda weapon. You don't need to level the K-Drives even once. If you want to do just a single Necromech and leave the other one in the oven forever, go right ahead.
Come on. Let's at least
Level the bits you wish to level, and the rest can languish somewhere. Yo! Separate to all of that, we just had a donation come through from a Darth Washbear. Thank you very much, Darth Washbear, for the $100 donation to the Quest to Conquer Cancer there. That is much appreciated. Let me just pop this up onto the sheet here, because that is... Yep, that is your first donation there, so... Ooh, put that in correctly. There we go. That means you have unlocked yourself both the postcard appreciation and the ability to add your avatar to the giveaway arena. So, for now, Mirrorlade, Dugumrev, Agia, thank you very much for joining in on the squad. We will be doing some more relic cracking in just a moment. We've got a few bits and pieces to attend to. We'll be dropping squad for just a moment there. Thank you very, very much there, Darth Washbear. So that does put us an extra $100 on the board. That brings us up to 3,332 raised. There are a couple things that happen as a result of that. First of all, that adds another... let's see. Yeah, we were on 3, 2, 3. Yeah, so that adds another 250 plat and 100 plat prize to the pool of giveaways we'll be doing throughout the month. It adds on another 10 squats I will do for you in just a moment here. And it also adds on the 5th Umbral Former. 2 of them have already been used. 2 Umbral Formers have already gone into the only Rayleigh. If we have a look at this poor unfortunate soul hiding away in here, that is an 11 Former Eurali. 11 Formers, of which that means one of those Formers has been basically taken back out again, because you can only fit 10 polarities onto a Eurali. And, yeah. Thank you very much, Weird Kid, for the $50 donation to the Quest to Conquer Cancer as well. Much appreciated there. Bringing us to 3,382. We're now up to 15 squats that we need to add on.
I didn't miss this Maid stream, Kenny Ken Pat.
15 squats to do. And Yatta with the 52-month resubscription there. Much appreciated, Yatta. And welcome into this second Maid stream of the month. Oh. Cheers. So yeah, this is all Umbral Former. If I switch over to an empty config, it's easier to see. That is an Umbral Aura slot, an Umbral Exilus slot, and 8 core Umbral slots. And in case you were curious as to what goes into an Umbral slot, it is just the same Umbral set that you got from the Sacrifice Quest, and not a single damn thing else. There is no Umbral Aura, there is no Umbral Exilus, and there certainly is not 5 other Umbral mods that match these polarities. And despite the protestations of myself and many other people in the community, DE in their infinite wisdom decided that these Umbral polarities will not count as omnipolarities. And so these are debuffs to every other mod in the entire game. And no, I don't expect them to make more Umbral mods. This is Twitch's fault. You lot. For your continued support in the Quest to Conquer Cancer over the last 3 years, and now also desire to create cancer in my own Warframe arsenal. We're absorbing the negativity here and shoving it into Riley. Don't take that out of context. But Urania is fully stuffed. Again, context. So we need to take it a step further. It is time. It is time for the Prime to suffer the same fate. 3 Umbral Form are queued up for that poor, poor, unsuspecting Frame. But first, giveaways. Let's see, what have we got next on the docket? We are gonna do... because we did those two. I didn't mark them off, so let me mark them off now. Yeah. Let's do a couple 250 platinum giveaways. Oh yes, let's do a couple 250s. I'm just going to mark them so I know that we are doing those. Let's get the giveaway arena up onto screen. Where's the button? There's the button. There it is. Right then. So the previous was 2 lots of 100 platinum. This is going to be 2 lots of 250 platinum. 250s. Let's pause out the background music there. Let's open up the draw, shall we? If you'd like to have yourself 250 platinum delivered straight to your Warframe inbox, then make sure you type in !win QTCC for a chance to win that platinum there. We've got 2 prizes of 250 platinum due to be given away here on this channel, and that is only as a result of the amount of generosity we have had on this channel for the quest to conquer cancer. So, you're not going to see these opportunities indefinitely. We're not raising billions, although I would love it, you know. If there's a certain billionaire who'd like to swing by and just obliterate the goals, now's the time. Just saying. But that aside, you know, wishful billionaire thinking, these are your opportunities to get yourself that 250 platinum. 2 people will be winners here. ! Win QTCC for a chance to win that. And a reminder as well, if you donate $25 or more to the Quest to Conquer Cancer through this stream, through this channel, then you also are going to be able to add your own personal fashion to this giveaway arena you see on screen here right now. You don't have to be a subscriber to use your own fashion. I'm not going to be that cruel. But other subscribers and VIPs can indeed pick up any of the fashion submitted if the submitter so chooses to make theirs a globally available pick. Last call, win QTCC for a chance to win 250 platinum. Anyone could be a winner on that. I'll do the draw in about 15 seconds. Also, I'm going to move myself away from the foundry. It keeps on sparking. There we are. Much better. Alright. And let's draw. Only a few of you can be winners. Only 2 of you will be winners on this run through here. Let us have a look who are going to be the winners of this particular giveaway. 2 lots, 250 platinum. Any 2 of you can pick it up. Those 2 names are indeed going to be Soccer Snoopy 16 and Kurobat.
Excellent work, Tenno. The extraction point is up ahead.
Congratulations there, Soccer Snoopy and Kurobat. You are our winners of those particular giveaways there. If either of you have not already done so, please make sure you use the !IGN command followed by your Warframe username and your platform, so I'll know exactly where to send that platinum. If you don't use that command, you won't get the platinum. So again, !IGN followed by your Warframe username and your platform, and I'll know exactly where I'm sending that over for you there. There we go then. Kurobat, yep, that's been received. Snoopy, sorry, it looks like you said that at the exact same time as Kurobat, and the bot decided to handle just one of those. It's the only downside to self-hosting this, is there is a necessary delay to make sure that it goes through. So if you just resubmit that, Snoopy, you'll be all good. I think Twitch might say, you can't send the exact same message, so if you just change the word PC to lowercase PC, or send another message, there you go, that works. There we are, that all works now. Wonderful. Congratulations to the 2 of you there. That'll be handed out directly to your in-game inbox by DE once QTCC is fully wrapped up at the end of the month. And as well, thank you very much there, Mirrorlab, for the pair of gifted subs out to Kurobat and Soccer Snoopy. Apparently Mirrorlab has decided you hadn't won enough and needed to win more. And so win more you have. You have now won the generosity of Miralabe on top of everything else. Miralabe, thank you very much for that there. Much appreciated. Alright then, so, as I said, we've raised an extra $150 there from Darth Washbear and Widkid, which means we need to switch to an emission screen. I need to very carefully take these off. There we go. It's a bit fun wearing headphones and ears and glasses and all at the same time, but there we are, it works out. Alright then, $150 raised, 15 more squats for you lovely lot. And that is why I wear an undershirt. Legs appropriate distance apart, arms over towards the shoulders, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and a slow one for the finish. 50. There you are. You lovely, lovely lot. With all the jingles from the jingle jangles up the top here, of course. Oh, let's just steady the ears a bit. There we go. A little bit steadier. And we're equipped again. Ready to continue. Ready to continue. And so, Eureli. Drop the extra platinum. Grab it now. Time and tide, wait for no man. And this stream is waiting for no Eureli. Oh no. One unsuspecting Eureli Prime. What do we do with the fashion of it? You know, as far as randoms go, that's honestly not terrible, is it? I'm going to go for a slightly different yellow. It looks a little bit off, considering such a vibrant blue. But honestly, not too bad. I think either vibrant up the yellow more, or actually soften it down into more of a sand. And then take that accent blue and just kind of... yeah, if we take it up a shade, slightly mutes it. Sometimes a little bit of a desaturation goes a long way.
The train wreck now approaching platform 0 is the 2134, Twitch's Fall 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I see the 2134 shows you are 1 hour ahead of me time zone wise, Aggie, but all the same, thank you very much for the resubscription there. 25 months of support, much appreciated. And yes, indeed, the train wreck that is going to be this. Oh, wow. A treasure train. Aggie, you brought some gold to the channel. What is a treasure train? Treasure train unlock a limited time 35% off gift subs at level 2 during this train. Oh, look at that, Aggie. You golden subscriber. You found the hidden treasure chest. However that works. And if we do hit indeed that full level, then discounted subs seems to be the way. Very nifty. Alright then, so, you're ready. Oh! One moment first. Socket Snoopy! Of the 16th variety! The generosity to bring it back around with the $100 donation there to the Quest to Conquer Cancer. Soccer Snoopy 16, thank you very much for that support there. Much appreciated. And that's taken us up another 100, of course. We're at $3,482 raised now. That is huge. Miralabe with the gifted subs off to the community there. That's gone out to Ernold23, to Terranalian, to Abratus 2, to Volmars, and to Ronhat. And then we have a follow-up from Moon there, gifted a sub over to Vijidar. Thank you very much for the gifted subs there from the two of you. Absolutely. Cheers on that. And that does mean that the discounts on 5+ gifted subs has been unlocked. So rather than it being, well, they'll be like... Yeah, it's normally, what, $30, I want to say? 35% off of that, whatever that number comes to. It's going to be around 20. Thank you very much on that. Huh. Y'all are getting so much more bang for your buck at the moment.
Smile.
Those aren't subs, but we'll take them all the same. Mirrorlane, thank you very much as well for the 1,000 bits. Much appreciated. Much appreciated on the 1,000 bits there, absolutely. Right, let's start working on ruining this poor little Urani, shall we? Doing to this frame what should not be done, and that is destroying all these beautiful, beautiful polarities. But we'll work on the empty slots first. We will work on the empty slots. So let us quickly pop back over to the cursed one. Let's see how much of this build will translate over if I just attempt to equip it to the new Urani Prime. Okay, so it's sent what it can send. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look. How well did it send over? Ooh. Why would it do this? Why would it put that there and then this not on the existing polar? What? Normal continuity? I suppose you were, but I don't even know what the other mods were. I'm gonna have to go back and have a look. Copy the exact same positioning. That's dumb, isn't it? Okay, yeah. So Merrily the Guardian was missing, and just that actually, because capacity issues. So just missing Merrily the Guardian. Okay. There we go. And those can fit like that. And we actually have space at the moment because this is yet to be destroyed. So we currently have space to put something else in. Let's go with... Oh my word, what is that? Sorry, let's just grab... I don't really need any of this, if I'm quite honest with you. I don't really need any of these. Let's just quick think of something. You know what, just an Augur mod. Augur mods are always good. Where the hell are the Augur mods? There we go. Alright then, Mirrorlane. Thank you very much for additional gifted subs. That's gone out to Gatanu, to Lorixol, to Atlas Borealis, to blah. Sorry, let me try that again with that name. Blab. Nope. Blab. Blabli. No. Blab. Blabli. Yeah. Blabli. What is that username? And to Decim Talks. Thank you, Mirrorlane. Much appreciated on that there. Alright. So with this Urani, let's start leveling up this sod. Take off the weapon on Shape Prime there. And yes, Mirrorlane, you've hit 1,200 total gifted subs on this channel. A insane amount of support. So what we're going to do is we're going to level up Urani here. And then whilst we're at it, if anyone has donated to the Quest Conquer Cancer and is still due to have their fashion screenshotted, ready to be added into the giveaway arena, then now is your time to pop up and let me know you'd like to have that added. Because I've got the list of people who've already had theirs added. And we just need to add on those who have earned themselves one. So Soccer Snoopy, that includes you. Let me just copy over some of the names here so I have that record. That includes Weird Kid. I don't think you're already on the list. Nope. Darth Washbear has been added to the list, and Steeljaw was on a previous one, yeah. Insane, I still don't understand how you're supposed to choose the emote you unlock with the gifted sub. Choose the emote you unlock with the gifted... I'm not sure what you mean there, Moon. Do you choose it? Or does it give you them for taking part in the train? I think it just gives it you. What do you need to do for the fashion edition? Wordkid, get your fashion ready. I'm going to level up your Rayleigh, and then we'll bring you on into... Actually, no, we'll bring you into a capture now. If you're free now, we can just do it right now. Then we'll level up your Rayleigh. How does that sound, Wordkid? I'll send the invite if you're happy. Let's go ahead and grab that screenshot. Okie dokie. So to get it to look like all the others, or at least to fit in reasonably, we're going to want to have you take some nice pose and just aim straight forwards with your weapon. With other hype trains, they don't unlock any of them. They unlock a random emote. I think the hype train ticker feed there, because I got minimized at the top, just said unlock a random emote. So yeah, I think each time you take part in a train, you get a random emote based on the level of the train that it reached. So if you want to unlock all of them, then you need to support multiple trains to get there. That is my understanding. And on this stream, our record ever, it tells me, is a level 10 hype train, 93% of the way to level 11. Which is pretty stonks. Hello, Zilly. Yes, this is indeed a Kenji Maid stream. Alright, let's get the screenshot here. Oh, you were aiming. Can I have you aim, please? Thank you very much. There we go. Let's get that out of the way. That nice and zoomed in, so we get plenty of a good view. Splendid. I'm just going to update the name on that file. Just so I know exactly whose is whose, so I can link it all up when it comes time. So that is for Weird Kid. Weird Kid GA Avatar. Boom. That is saved onto there now. That's your wonderful slash and hacker Valkyrie fashion. Should work out quite nicely. We'll get that one added in. All of the QTCC rewards in terms of avatars added to the giveaway arena, they'll be added once QTCC wraps up. So I can do an update to the whole program all in one go. It avoids anything breaking along the way, I'll be quite honest. I am still merely a alien amateur. I'm not a professional programmer. Yeah. There we are, Widkid. Your fashion is saved onto there. Also, Widkid, did you want to make it available to everyone? Or did you want that one to be personal just to you? Do you want others to be able to use your fashion if they pick it? Just like you can currently pick any one of my config A fashions. Can be for everyone? Alright, I'll mark that as a public one. There we go. Weird Kid. Saved. Alright, let's level this up then. That goes to everyone. If there's anyone else in the chat who has already contributed to Quest to Conquer Cancer enough to earn themselves that giveaway arena avatar, just let me know if you're ready with your fashion and we can get that screenshot taken for you as well. But now let's set this to... Let's keep it on invite only. Let's close up all these tabs. Oh, just the one tab actually. We're going to need to level up your Rayleigh. We're going to need to do it nice and quick. So I think a little run of Sanctuary Onslaught will do the trick there, but I don't want to rely on just any old people joining in to make that work. If you would like to join in and help me level up your Rayleigh as quickly as possible, then send me a message in game, the Kengineer. I'll bring you into the squad. We're going to go through a few times over. We'll start with Sanctuary Onslaught, and then we'll go to Elite once I've ranked it up at least once. Mirror Label is joining, so now we can expect to level up in about 5 seconds. Very good news. I'm going to switch my companion as well. ESO you're out for? Not to worry, Aegir. Did it fail to bring you in? Yes, it did. Okay, that's a funny one. Let's try that again. Switch over to Eevee and switch. Anything I need to switch on that? Actually, nope. We got Charm on there. Still got a chance of a boost to our affinity gain. Drumev joining in as well. Splendid. Well, we've got space for one more person. I'd like to get some levels, get some affinity, get some focus, or if you just want to join in on blowing up the map. We have got an extra spot left, right? All you have to do is send me a message in game, first come, first serve. The Engineer, I'll bring you on into the squad. ! Join if you don't know what to type to do that. We're cracking on that in just a moment here, won't we? And whilst we wait on that as well, suppose we got Soccer Snoopy's contribution of $100 here. So that is another set of squats. Might as well do that whilst we're loading up. Oh. I'll just send that invite and then we'll do these squats. Invite sent. That should work. Right then. Trying not to ruffle and crumple this too much as we stream, but anyway. Another $100, another 10 squats. We go a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There you go. I don't know why I'm seeing some tickets. Why am I seeing some tickets? What are people typing ! Ticket for? It's not a Wednesday, it's not a Sunday. Who started that? Who started that this time? Was that started by a moose? Tisk tisk. Tisk tisk. Alright, let's go ESO. Not ESO, just SO. We can't do ESO just yet. Spore Surge Sarin. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Now, Octavia, Sarin, Banshee, Rayleigh. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh, hey, and 4 different landing crafts.
This is a stress test. Destroy all specimens
Let's go.
as quickly as possible. Chaos.
Your phone hates the word ticker? That's curious. I suppose ticker isn't anywhere near as common a word as ticket. I suppose. But it is still a word. It's strange that autocorrect just decides to go, I know you typed a word, but I'm just going to assume you didn't want that word. And just changes it. It's one thing I don't like about autocorrect. It's one thing if I've typed the wrong word and created a typo. It's just incorrect, a misspelling. But if it's an entirely different word, flag it, sure. Put a mark on it. Are you sure you wanted this word? If the AI or whatever it is goes, this doesn't look like it fits. But come on. Ultimately, you gotta trust the user to input what they wish to input. I'm not seeing a single enemy. They are all dead. Already rank 12? I saw them spawn, the door closed. I could get there to just ammo boxes. Yeah, I was never going to get anything done on this particular mission, was I? Other than be leveled. Exactly what we signed up for. They're dying on spawn. We'll just enjoy the XP. There you go, Moon. You got yourself a cheeky little animated emote there. Is that a, it's a cute little cat face on a balloon heart floating up? What's that one called? That is Kitty Love. Well, I mean, yeah, that certainly fits, doesn't it? That certainly fits Schnepsel! Schnepsel! How you doing? What are you typing there? What is that? How are we doing on the Rayleigh? Rank 16. I'm gonna need another round. Interesting. Yeah, say la vie. Actually, at this rate, we might need 2 rounds. Hopefully not. Through we go to the next zone.
It is open. Go now.
This really looks like a Vaporeon now. Yeah, you know, the lighting certainly changes the impact of the frame. You can see why I turned down the contrast, because even here it looks like it's max contrast. And we know that I definitely turned it down. Got everything you need for Calevo? Nice! Well done, Cat Centaur. Hope you enjoy the frame. Can I rescue you? Will this hurt me too much? This is hurting me quite a bit, actually. There we go. I saved the companion. I have definitely contributed to the mission now. I may have 5 kills to Miralabe's 871. God damn it. Again? Stand up, you idiot. Rise! There we go. See, Eevee can get out of the water just fine. Lighting analysis video when? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Not only am I not a fashionista in the first place, with very little eye for detail when it comes to fashion, but there's also just the sheer issue of no way am I getting involved in all the shenanigans that comes with various settings, the screen displays, and everything else that can get into making things hell to figure out there. If you need your fashion advice and lighting advice, you're gonna need to find a fashion and lighting channel. It ain't gonna be me. Settle decided whether or not to farm a second Calevo for the helmet system. It is a strong helmet ability, but it depends on whether or not you want to farm Calevo or farm the platinum to buy a Calevo. Because if you've just got the resources for one, it's going to take some time to build. If you farm platinum for a second, you could just keep the second one, fully invested as it is, and then helmet the building one. For asking, did my wings manage to fit onto the fashion for the giveaway bot? It's not been implemented yet. Like I said earlier, Flo, all of the fashions will be implemented once QTCC wraps up. I'm not going to be attempting to work with any of them until such a time. We're going to get them all together and then do what needs to be done. And someone died. You okay down there? Just answer. Okay. That's something you consider for Stynax, maybe for Warframes. Understandable, honestly. Stynax, I think, is cheaper, which I suppose is to make up for just how ridiculous the acquisition is on Stynax. But it can still be an option for other frames as well, yeah. No, Flo. No, no, no. I've not attempted to do any of the editing or whatnot so far. We will get around to that. Too many other things in the pipeline to dabble at random. Soul player, you want to use pick frame, not pick Warframe. Just pick frame, please. And then just put mag. Not mag prime, just mag. As long as you do it with those 2 bits, you'll be fine. Yeah, I've not set up the bot with aliases for the exact same command. And likewise, when it comes to the name of the frame, in order to make the command work cleanly, it all just uses a single word system. It just makes the programming simpler. And let's face it, again, as an amateur, anything to make the programming simpler, I will take. I'm fairly certain professional programmers do the same thing. If they can make it simpler, just make it simpler. Alright, how are we doing on the Uranium here? Max rank! Lovely! Much better in this zone. Well, it is zone 3. We'd expect it to be there by now. But yep, max rank. Let me type. I couldn't open up the typing whilst I was knocked down? That's weird. God knows what's behind that simple interaction.
Hurry, Hunter. The conduit is closing fast.
I'm good. I'm good. That's a very shiny frame.
Hunter, the sanctuary will go on.
Changed your mind there, Soul Player. Alright. Yeah, whilst you subscribe, you can continuously change your mind. It still works just fine. There we go. Your finger hurts? No comment. Right. United Base Mag? It's not Base Mag, no, it's just rather than having everything named Prime and confusing the bot and people typing in stuff, it just uses word mag. But where there is a Prime available, it is the Prime. So in the case of mag, was it that fashion I put in? Was it that one or that one? I think it was. Yeah, I think I stuck with default A for each of them. So I think it is that mag. That one you got. How do you make this skiing? What am I looking at? You're going to need to be a little bit more specific because there's a lot of things on screen at once. You're going to need to be more specific on your question there, please. Hello? Ah, Moon is ready for their photo shoot. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. In which case then, Miralabe, Drumev, Left for Rage, we will be back to this in just a moment. Let's bring in Moon and grab that fashioning there. Yep. The outfit. So I'm wearing the Maid outfit here because of exclamation mark Maid. Very simply. We're raising money for the Quest to Conquer Cancer. We've raised over $3,000 for the Quest to Conquer Cancer. And as a result, part of the incentives, part of the streamer forfeits, is I don this ridiculous getup. Because a lot of people seem very excited for it, and just all the more willing to contribute as a result. So, sure. If that's what it takes to kick Cancer's butt, then I shall wear the Maid outfit and the little jangly ears. Yeah. And yeah, Quartermaster, yeah, when it comes to code, if it just works, you know what? Don't mess with it. It works. But yes, OJ Main, if you also believe strongly in the cause, if you'd like to support the cause along the way, and perhaps maybe unlock even more opportunities for giveaways on the channel here as well, consider supporting the cause with the link under exclamation mark QTCC. The more we get, the more giveaways we can do, and the more cancer those very smart scientists, far smarter than me, can take a swing at. That is the idea after all. We are at $3,482 raised, and to be clear, that is Canadian dollars. Let's just grab this shot here. Can you aim up ever so slightly? By about, like, 5 degrees. A bit lower. A little bit lower, please. Nope, that's higher. Invert your mouse. Little bit lower. There, that should be good. Nope, nope, it went too far. Slightly up. There. It's just... They'll be fine. It shoots slightly upwards at the boss anyway. That'll be fine. That companion shouldn't be in the way. Let's get a nice close shot, and then I can just cut out the butt of it. There we go. Yep, looks like Sign Down is sat in the appropriate place. We'll roll with that one. There we go. That's for Moon. Let's just save the details on that. So that is for Moon. LM17 GA Avatar. Saved. And Moon, would you like to make that one available to the public or keep that private for yourself to use in the arena? Public or private on that one? We can make that one public? Alright then, public it is. Duly noted. So anyone who's unaware as to what I'm asking there, with regards to the giveaway arena program, because you can choose your skin from the list of available skins, currently it is my fashion slot A for every single one of those Warframes, primes where there's a prime available. We're adding in the fashions of those who've contributed enough to QTCC, excuse me, but they'll still have the opportunity, or the option, to either make it available to everyone, and thus you'll be able to go, for example, exclamation mark pick frame Moon ALM, or to have it where it's personally just theirs. There won't be any pig frame option for their name, instead only they will have their particular fashion. Because some people just want to have that specialty for themselves, others want to show it off and share it off. That's absolutely fine either which way. Alrighty, let's add the first former in to this poor unwitting frame. Straight over Rumble Fiber. To be clear, this is not a recommended build. Do not do this to your Eurelie. There we go. First Umbral locked in. Happy hour, not sure if you specified. Let's see. I'll make a note. There we go. Boop. Yours marks as public. Hello, Krakens. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well yourself. Welcome on in. Alright then. Leveling squad, you good for another run? This time over to ESO. I'm going to send you invites assuming so. Can close off Moonstab because that one's all done with. 10 Umbra Former gone, reduced to Aptons. I mean, there's 10 on the original Eurelie. There's now 3 queued up to go onto this one. One's already been applied. 2 more to go. Yeah. 2 more to go. Let's crack them in. Fingers crossed we've got a good ESO rotation. I'm hoping it doesn't start with some crappy infested tile. Give us something juicy, a nice Grenier squad. That'll be good. I don't know why, after all this time, Grenier gives so much more affinity than basically any other faction, but they do. They are just great for leveling against. So let's see, what have we got in ESO today? We have got... It's Grenier! Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. We'll love to see it. Oh, Laser Beam of Doom. Don't mind if I run away. Okay. The 25% of the affinity from any kill by my allies goes straight into the frame. 50% if I get the kill with my weapon. 100% if I get the kill with my frame, but let's face it, what things are this frame going to kill? I'll stick to just shooting things mostly. Every kill I get before someone else does is twice the XP for me. But if someone gets to it before me, it's still XP that I didn't even need to do anything to get, so it's still a win. Jill, how you doing? Welcome on in. What's the ticket for? Let's see where we are. Rank 14 already. Damn. Turbo is not a command on the channel here, Left Rage. What have you stumbled into? This outfit is cute. Ah, thank you. I will not be wearing it any more than I am forced to do so. Just to be clear. But I'm glad you appreciate it. This is a forfeit in the quest to conquer cancer. This community having raised an amazing $3,000, and we are well past 3,000 now. 3,400, I want to say. All on the way to try and hit that 6K goal. In 2023, we hit $6,000 raised. I'm curious to see if you lot can do that again this time around. We got new people as well as regulars. Let's see how it goes. That's the idea anyway. Don't know what this hack panel does up here, I'll be honest. I'm just going to hack it. No idea. Not just 6K in 2023, we were top 1 community on that. Oh, yeah. Last I checked, we were placed currently 2nd. And again, for any of the critics out there who want to complain about stuff, I know it's not a competition. That a leaderboard exists is just because it exists. Is this 2 grenade tiles in a row? Ah, brilliant. I'm not saying it's a competition, I'm merely recognizing our position. At the start of stream, this community was currently placed 2nd in the entire Team Warframe category. Not counting Warframe themselves, of course, because they kind of swing a slightly bigger bat than we do. Just slightly bigger. But if you pop on over to the donation page, you'll be able to scroll down and click onto Team Warframe, and they have on their page, just by default, the listing or leaderboard of all the different communities who are fundraising within Team Warframe. You can see where we're at within that. For any of you curious as to where other creators are at, who else is taking part, how it's all going for everyone, I have become invisible. Okay. Yeah, to say that 2023 was the first year I was participating in the quest to conquer cancer, it was incredible how it turned out. I set an original goal of $1,000. I was like, you know what? Yeah, if we get to that amount, that'd be great. I don't want to overcook it, but you know, we'll try it. We'll see. No harm, no foul if we do like maybe a couple hundred or something. We hit that 1,000 near enough immediately. Those 2 years ago. Near enough immediately. And so I had to come up with some stretch goals, some alternative options to add on to it. And one of those things that people were asking for, I was like, what do we even do for the stretch goals then? What would you want to see? Multiple people clamored for a Maid outfit. Alright, sure, okay, fine. See as you've obliterated the first goal. If you could do it again, double the amount to get to 2,500, I'll put on a Maid outfit for a stream. Sure. I have come to understand this community far better than I did when I first said that. I have come to understand this community in a very different light. Because we didn't raise $2,500, did we? I didn't think I'd be wearing that 3 times in 1 month. I didn't think I'd be wearing it another 3 times again last year. And here we are. What is it today? What is it? It's the 10th? 1/3 of the way into this month, and it's on for the 2nd time already again. And I'm not max rank, we're just a bit short. So for those of you who need a quick little history lesson or refresher on this community's slightly insane generosity, that is where the Maid outfit comes from. That is how come I am sporting this particular attire. Because somewhere between hating cancer and loving torturing me, y'all find it in yourselves to be absolutely amazing people. And if this is the cost of admission for that, I will pay it every time. Every time. all year. It won't help Clive. It won't help Dawn. It won't help Nick. It won't help Kevin. Those in my life who are not with us anymore because of cancer. But the sheer generosity between y'all can certainly help others. And that is worth it. Thanks, Regulus. Honestly, I'm glad that people don't find it disheveled, just patently ridiculous. I'm glad it doesn't look bad despite looking ridiculous. You know, if I put this on and people went, oh, don't do that again, then I'd feel shit, yeah. It is a blessing that, at the very least, no one's particularly opposed. You feel like the ears are really bringing it all home for you? Interesting turn of phrase. Not going to ask. just going to be glad you appreciate it. Nearly at the level 30. Let's get a little bit more affinity. Preemptively GG's. We should hit that level 30. Should. There it is. Level 30. Ready for the next former. Alright, GG's have been said. Hopefully no one accidentally goes through the portal. Hopefully. Fair do, Sam's fair do, yeah. Frames it.
Hunter, you are running out of time. Enter the data conduit.
Alright. Think some people are liking the slightly skew-if ears. Yeah, they are a little bit skew-if, aren't they? They are a little bit skew-if. Like, I could try straightening it up. It's like, feels awkward on my head because I am putting it around headphones and glasses this year as well. And also jingle. Can't escape the jingle. No, we're not having them on at Christmas. Right then, let's grab the next format. Let's slap the next number right into there. I need to name this. Oh, I don't have enough characters for that. There we are. Faults like that? No, that looks horrible. Twitch's fault too. There we are. You lot. Unless, wait, I have an idea. Ha-ha! Nailed it. Flo and I on the same brain cell on that one. Nailed it. Alright, now, just keeping abreast of where things are at. Because that and that has been online. Tell you what, chat. Before we go into the next mission, we do need to do some more giveaways, don't we? We do need to do some more giveaways. How about 100 plat? 100 plat's not enough. No. No, 100 plat's not enough. Let's see. We got Miralab in the squad, we got Drumov in the squad, we got Left Rage in the squad, 3 people in the squad with me here, and that sounds like a good number. Let's do 3 100 plat giveaways. How does that sound? Let's get that loaded up, shall we? We're going to add some more onto here. Am I a computer science major? I am not, no. Never did computer science. It was my second choice for university, but I was advised against it by family. Yeah. Yeah. Advised against it. Me. Yeah. They regret that. They have come to acknowledge down the line that that was stupid advice to give. But there we go. Alright, let's get this up onto here for the giveaway arena. Kill the background music. And let's open the draw. So we're doing a draw then for 3 lots of 100 platinum. So type into the chat !win QTCC. QTCC, of course, standing for Quest to Conquer Cancer, the charity charity drive we are participating in this year to help raise money to kick cancer's butt in support of the Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation. And if you would like to benefit from the drive that we are doing here, D are providing all of these many plat prizes as thanks to the community for your incredible support. And so we've got just so much here. We're doing 3 giveaways in one. !win QTCC for a chance to win one of those 300 100 plat packs. God, that's a hard one to say. That we're doing right here, right now. How many times have I said QTCC across the streams? You know what, Cat Centaur? That is your homework. Go ahead and find out. Go ahead and find out. I'll give you all a moment there on the !win QTCC commands. Also, as to the earlier question, what did I do at university then? Geology. I studied geology. The science of picking a rock up off the ground, giving it a lick and going, yes, this one's toxic. It's alright, Cat Centaur. I won't grade your homework then. You don't need to submit one. It's not like you're even on the course anyway. Alright, last opportunity, everyone. !win QTCC for a chance to win the 100 platinum. We've got 3 packs going away at once here as part of the Quest to Conquer Cancer. We got a draw in about 15 seconds. And a quick reminder, because we have been live for a while now, if you've been watching the stream for a hot minute, it does start to get a little bit behind if your internet connection isn't perfect or if Twitch decides to just slightly crap itself. So, I'm going to just put a smiley face into chat. I'm going to say enter at the same time as I hit enter. If you see the smiley face a long time before I say enter, then you realize just how far out of sync you are. So, enter. Now, for some of you, that might have only been a second or two between it, and that's nice and fine. If, however, the delay is drawn out, you realize you might need to hit that refresh. Alright then, I think that it's time for everyone to grab the !win QTCC commands. Time for us to do at draw. Oh, Petra just sliding in right at the end there. Only 3-second delay. 3-second delay is actually pretty reasonable for a live stream. 3-second delay is pretty damn reasonable. You'll usually get about a 2 to 3 second delay here on Twitch. If I were to stream over to YouTube, it'd be more like a 5 to 6 second delay. But those are the minimum delays. And here we are, our winners of this particular round. We have ourselves a soul player.
Excellent work, 10-0.
Prince
The extraction
Curtis
point is
and
up ahead.
Relma. Congratulations there, Relma 1, Prince Curtis, and soul player 02. You've grabbed yourselves those 100 plats. For all 3 of you, please type in !IGN followed by your Warframe username and your Warframe platform. Whether that be PC, Xbox, Switch, PlayStation, or a mobile, I just need to know which one is your account. And if you are a cross-save player, if you've set up cross-save, make sure you put PC as the particular account. Congratulations to the 3 of you there. Use that IGN command so I know exactly where to send this platinum. Let's bring my camera back up, because I know how much of some of you really appreciate the jingle jangle view I am presenting for you here today. There we go. Let's bring our music back in the background as well. And we're good. Kraken's Yard. Cheers on the hydrate. Ooh. For those winners just there, all of that will be given out at the end of QTCC, all in one big batch, handled by DE when the campaign wraps up. So you can look forward to that, so long as I, again, have your details on record. !IGN for those 3 winners, please. Otherwise, you simply won't receive it. Okay then. Let us get back to this here. I have an inbox message. What is in my inbox message? This is from Naltia. Here's a tater to upkeep your energy for squats with love from Logrin. Well, thank you very much for the Orokin reactor. That'll replace the one that has been contributed to Urani Prime Cursed Edition. Much appreciated there, thank you. Much appreciated. There we go, Soul players sent through their IGN. Perfect. Love to see it. Right then. Urani is forward. Yep, we need to go and subject her to another 3 rounds of Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. Let's go get this done. Let's go get this done. I'm assuming Left for Rage is ready to go as well. Yep, there we are. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Just a reminder as well, if there's anyone else in the chat around at the moment who has contributed to QTCC enough to earn themselves that giveaway arena avatar, then do let me know. And I can bring you into a capture. We'll grab that snap as well so I can get you added to the program. Antonio! Welcome on in. What's the ticket for? Hope you're doing well. Oops. Not back. Probably a bit of lag because you're in Canada. True. Speed of light can only get there so fast. Yeah, it's like a 100, maybe 200 milliseconds to deal with. That's a lot. You're fine. Oh yeah, Left for Rage is the entirety of Canada. You know, all of DE's offices are contained entirely within Left for Rage. Left for Rage also the entire source of the world's maple syrup. See? Already offering to send you some. That's how you know it's true. And for anyone who has never tried maple syrup, you're missing out because it is exactly as good as it's hyped up to be. Just want to be very clear on that. Proper maple syrup, and do make sure you get the proper stuff, not that fake knockoff. Proper maple syrup is absolutely goddamn gorgeous. Put on a stack of pancakes, whether you have it with some fruit, or if you have some bacon, whatever takes your fancy, doesn't really matter to me. It's just lovely. You think of something else, will you, Antonio? That's alright. Yeah, we have the raffle every Wednesday and Sunday, which uses the ticket system. A bit of an archaic system at this point for giveaways, but it works well enough. We have the giveaway arena for all of our more exotic giveaways, which we have today because it's a Friday. If I recall correctly, from the advice given to me by my by one of my brothers, he suggested that when making French-style pancakes, you know, crepes, if you want to make them vegan-style, because of course normally that involves using milk and eggs, if you want to make it vegan, you can replace the milk with just any old plant-based milk you want. So whether that be oat milk, soy milk, all of that works fine. But for the eggs, you can replace it with maple syrup. It doesn't have the same nutritional balance, of course. Maple syrup is in fact not made of eggs. But in terms of the results of the pancake, it actually works surprisingly well. It does work surprisingly well. So if you want to make up some pancakes for your vegan friend, grab the flour, grab the oat milk, whichever milk you choose, and replace any weight of eggs with maple syrup. and just otherwise make of the batter as you normally would. And just be aware it does mean the sugar content is going to be a little bit higher. See, Petra, 43 grams of blood is not very vegan, okay? I don't care what source you're getting it from. Your vegan friends will probably object to having a blood pancake. Not quite the substitution we're looking for here. Not quite. Wonder how well it would work for fluffy or thick pancakes. I haven't tried, but I don't see any reason it wouldn't work if they're using a similar recipe. You might find it perhaps a little bit... No, it should just work, honestly. Thinking about the mechanics involved, it should just work. Is the blood of a vegan not considered vegan? You know what? I'm going to leave that to the people who get into vegan purity. That is not my table to sit at. You will find different answers from different people on that one. Anywho. Point is, maple syrup, good. I think we can all agree on that much. Just a bit of well-processed tree sap. No one can be upset about that. Again, Petra, you'll find different definitions from different people. Because that is the way of cultural idealisms. Wow, this already is max rank. GG. Oops, I accidentally closed the, there it is. The window.
Hunter,
Yeah, because there is no requirement for the label to have a fixed formalized definition, people will treat it in different ways. It is what it is. It's much like how you'll get different definitions of, say, for example, bisexual versus pansexual. You'll get different definitions of all kinds of things where it's not describing a immutable fact like the number 1 does. Alright. Another mission successful. Another you're already fully leveled up. Only to suffer the fate again. Because this is for the 3,330th dollar raised this year in the Quest to Conquer Cancer on this channel. For every $666 raised, it's another Umbral Former into a uranium mine. And so there we go. This is now a tri-Umbral uranium. If it means we don't raise another dollar, it's not good, but it's not bad as a build. This is the best that its form ring is ever going to look. I'm putting on Reformer into all slots? I don't know, Petra. Are we? Every $666 raised is another Umbral Former into Eurali. Let's get this thing leveled up, just in case that happens again, eh? You already can tank better than some realize? Oh yeah, I made a whole point of it in my guides to the girl who skates. Absolutely. Petra asking, are we going to put them in the aura slots as well? Well, I mean, the previous Urali got that treatment. 10 Umbral Formers into 1 Urali. It is, not recommended. I'm still surprised that you haven't, just deleted that from my account out of sheer pain of knowing that it exists. Maybe they're waiting until this QTCC wraps up. Then they'll just ban me. 10 Umbral Formers. 1 in the Polarity slot for the Aura. And 1 Polarizing the Extra slot. And the other 8 on, well, normal mod slots. Asking, I wonder how many exist. How many... what exist? Sorry, I'm missing the context on that one. I imagine a heated discussion between Warframe's support team and Warframe's community team. Like, support going, we're receiving so many tickets. People are violently sick looking at that Urali. And community's like, yeah, but charity. Ultimately, the decision gets passed all the way up to Reb, who just leans back, imitating a cigar in hand, but it's actually just the latest weird candy she found. She goes, I'll allow it. And that is my headcanon for how come I'm not banned yet. Full on headcanon for it. I will not be hearing anything otherwise. It's a rolled up Mayfix? Sure.
The Cannoneer! Oh my god! Is it here? Cannoneer.
Thank you, Andrew. I still love that soundbite. It's a rolled up magic card she's smoking. Yes! Yes, and we all know the magic card. For those who don't know, boy howdy have you got a little bit of something to find out about Reb. That was a somewhat unhinged stream she did. No getting around that. It was unhinged. You won't see me doing such a stream. Let's see, where we at? Rank 18? Obviously, we're going to need to take this another round. Didn't she eat a card? She did. She ate a card that she got many duplicates of, while dressed up as the character that was on the card, only to then draw another variant of that same card almost immediately later. Except I think this one was a foil one. She kept getting a card she didn't want, dressed as the character on the card, ate one of the cards, and got a shiny variant of the card. Psychologists have stopped taking calls. Therapists in the entire area have just vacated London, Ontario. They just won't. She takes things, dare we say, to digital extremes. Yeah, you can all just close the tab now. The puns are only going to get worse from here. That... Yeah. Flo, it seemed to be on a stream to me. It seemed very, very digital. I certainly didn't see it in person. Cheers, Mirror Lake. I knew someone would. You missed the pun? That's fine. You can keep your brain cells. It is better that way. Alright, only at level 23, come on. Let's step this up. Kills, 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 kills. Kills, 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 kills. I am out of range of Mirror Lake. Oopsies. Gotta say in range of Mirror Lake. Although everyone's doing some killing, yeah. Kills, kills, kills. I'm only saying, you know, for someone that isn't in the Warframe community that much, that sounds welcoming. Yeah. Reb isn't some corporate shill. Reb isn't just a PR girl put in charge of the game because people liked her. No, she is an honest-to-God nerd in all the best ways. And sometimes some of the worst ways too, but we also enjoyed that. Not leveled up, it's going to have to keep going. With the shake-up of the Warframe team in terms of development, with Reb taking charge, that time ago, Honestly, Warframe has just got better and better since, and when you see who she is as a person, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. Reb does not shy away from the absurd. Do not shy away from the downright ridiculous. Much like yours truly at the moment, it seems. And it's a big part of why Warframe is where it is. What character was it she was dressed as? Hey, for those who know the characters, help me out on this one. I just saw a clown. I'll be honest, I don't know Final Fantasy. I don't know the set. And so I just saw Space Mom dressed as a clown. Kefka? That rings a bell. Might have been Kefka. Yeah. Kefka, main bad guy from Final Fantasy VI. Fair enough. I could have told you none of that. Absolutely none of it. I just saw the clown. And Red cosplaying as a clown, clowning around. It was clowns all the way down. I'll say it's easy to forget this is a professional company in the best and worst ways. Yeah. While other companies like, hey, how do we extract like maximum pain out of maximum value out of our consumers? And how do we harass our workers to the point of major lawsuits and then just drag them through courts and court of opinion for years? Instead, Warframe's like, what if we just made a fun game? Made it free to play, and acted like absolutely wonderful goofballs the entire time. Well. If there's any company that doesn't believe it works, they just need to look a little bit more closely at what's happened here. Moose saying she cracked booster packs for almost 8 hours before getting the card she was after, which is worth like $3.
Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I laugh at the rest of the situation, but that bit hurts me. On a personal level, I am quite anti-loot box, and booster packs are just loot boxes. They were the original loot box. I'm quite anti that. Yeah. Alright, Drummer. Thank you very much for joining us on the Farming Line. In fact, you're popping off at just the right time, because Ureli has finally reached the peak of the Umbros due to be, What's on to her? Was there a shadow over my cam for a second? Don't see what could cause a shadow in here. No? I do not believe that I am at the risk of haunting. I moved away from the ghost. It's been years since I was there. So, yeah, we're fine. How many years now? Let's see. It's 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 years. 10 years since I was at the supposedly haunted house. I'm fine.
34 once.
Of all the ways the bot could have pronounced that, Queen, why did it choose to do that? In any case, Queen, thank you very much for the 34 months of support here on the channel. Much appreciated indeed. Thank you for dropping your prime once again here. Cheers. Yeah, the bot had no idea how to handle that. What it should have done is just go 34 months which is more like what I expected you put there. I'm very sorry to everyone who has headphones on. Please don't send me your hearing aid bill. I will not be paying for it. Dear, dear, dear. Yep, the things we do. The things we do. Okay, so your Rayleigh Prime has been triple umbral formed. We're all up to speed on that. We have done all of our squats, I believe. Yes, yep, because we did the set of 15 and then the extra set of 10, so we're up on that. We're at $3,482.26 raised. Which, again, thank you very much to everyone who has contributed to that. To be clear, not a single penny of that goes to me. In case anyone is under the impression that I get a cut, no. If anyone's under the impression that I am sponsored for this, nope. If I were, I would have announced it. I stick to those rules, fiercely. This is all just to support the quest to conquer cancer because, quite frankly, what else do you do with a platform like mine than good? Yeah. So that is my part to it. That and this and all the rest of it. Yeah. To encourage y'all to join me in making that number go brr. And some things have to suffer for it. So I think we can get back to a little bit of relic cracking. Let's take this poor abused Aurelia over there. We have got Mirrorlade left for Rage in the squad here with us. We've got a room for one more person to join us. If you'd like to join me on doing a little bit of relic cracking here with Aurelia, before we get into our final giveaway of the stream, and oh yes, as the stream title suggests, our final giveaway of the stream will indeed be that Prime Access giveaway. So make sure you are around for that. If you'd like to join me on the relic cracking, send me a message in game of the Engineer. I'll bring you into the squad and we'll crack those relics for a moment. It's a very pretty blue. It has come together quite nicely here, hasn't it? It has come together well. Yeah, the clip URL there reading Quaint Handsome Plum Fungineer. Huh. We take those. Also, Vilhel, thank you very much for dropping your Prime over here. Welcome to the channel proper. Enjoy your lovely blue sub badge, your emotes, access to the supporter tea lounge over on the Discord, and no more ads for you. Cheers. Oh. Cheers indeed. Alright, let's have a look here. Ductile Wheel wanted to join. You may indeed come on in. Come on in and let's see what we've got. That 13 fissures open? 13 void fissures. Good God. Wow, the whole world's falling apart. What about in Steel Path? 13 void fissures? Wow. Those ones actually don't look that great, so we will stick to the normal mode. And we shall go with the captures right here. There we are. Traces did handle quite nicely, so that is good. No refined relics, so let's see, what have we got? Something that looks interesting. If I sort this by owned again, scroll down. Let's see, which of these has something really nice? Oh, Mesa. Let's do a Mesa relic. Yeah. We'll do the Mesa relic. We're up to 13 umbrals on Aurelia. Very true, yep. 13 umbral formers have been applied over the last few years to either Aurelia or Aurelia Prime. 13. Just imagine the builds you could make with that. You could make a Lavos, you could... I guess a Calevo? A kind of silly Wisp, maybe? Okay, so there's not a lot of options. All the same. Let us continue our hunt for prime parts of value.
Happy hunting. fissures.
Reynold can take some.
You need them to
True.
open a relic, but
True,
only
true,
Conqueror
true.
can withstand their fury. You found a fissure.
Valkyrie, you're Araxia? Oh, yeah, that's a choice.
The enemies are dropping reactants.
That is a choice, but yeah, fair enough.
You are going to need more reactants if you want to open that relic.
Ha-ja!
Still in the clear.
Damn,
No
he survived that.
detection
How did he
from
survive
enemy
that?
sensors.
That's illegal.
Target located. Bring them in. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
There's a heavy unit approaching. Oh no, whatever will we do?
Escorted to the extraction point.
Anyway,
Well done.
chop, 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 chop. Don't want to pull too far ahead of the team because they might be generating reactant back there. But we're still generating reactant up here too, so it's fine. Oh, wow. I found 5 reactant in that one spot. Okay. Let's get at it. Here. Nope, nope, nope. Is it this way? Is it? It is not. That was completely bait. We love that. I stream? I do stream. Every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Welcome on in, Easy Freezer. Always watching guide videos on YouTube back in the day. Thanks for all the help. You are very welcome. Glad you enjoy the videos. Hope you enjoy the streams just as much. I will say, this is not normal attire. This is a charity stream, but all the same, welcome on in. Where's my exit? It feels like... Oh, gods. What is the waypointing on this tile? There we are. And let us ride on out of here. Hey! Oh, gods! I overshot. If I was solo, that would have been... What? Out of bounds? Whatever. Ooh, Mesa Prime Systems. There we go. That works out nicely. How much does that go for these days? Mesa Prime Systems Blueprint. 25 platinum. We just made 100 plat as a squad. I'll take that. I will take that. Wonderful. From Kraken's Yard saying, Yo, Ken, I remember your data on your PC was corrupted when I asked if you had a NAS or backups a while back. Have you done anything after that to prevent it? I have backups. Simply that. I have made a system and habit of better backups, that's all. Oh, yes. Let us go for our next run. Where's the icon? There's the icon. We just got the Mesa piece. Do we have any other Mesa relics? Yes. Let's go with... Oh, it's just... chassis or systems here. Let's go with that one. It's got some chroma bits in it as well. It's got some chronon bits in it as well. Let's just upgrade the whole relic and see what we get out of it. There we are. Oh, we got a health restore large from that mission? Yeah. Yeah, I could happily ignore that happened. Alright. It sounds like my neighbours have decided to have a party. If you hear some of the music in the background, I do apologise. Moon asking, where do I find the leaderboards of QTCC donations per campaigner? So if you go to the link for my donation page that is, scroll down until you see the Team Warframe bit. It should be on the bottom right. And then on the Team Warframe page, you scroll down and the leaderboard should be on the bottom left.
Do you have a matching relic?
There.
You're near a fissure.
The MCA around the corner. Oh, gods. Could you imagine?
Don't forget the reactants. You need more to open that.
Neighbours' choice of loud music
Capture them quickly
actually getting the
before
stream
they
affected. That would be bad. He's asking me to wear a bikini next stream.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
No.
Success. The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations.
This is from $1,500 raised for the quest to conquer cancer for this tasteful Maid outfit. You wouldn't even want to guess what it would take to get me to be in a bikini on stream, damn it. 12k would not cover it. 12k would not cover that insult to my dignity. What about a bunny suit? What about a bunny suit? What is this obsession with ridiculous attire?
Has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Would I even be compliant with Twitch TOS? Quite possibly not, actually, no. It wouldn't be befitting of the topic of the stream. Wear the bikini under normal clothes. Somehow that's just as bad. Because then it's not for the stream, so who's it for? Ooh, Redeemer blueprint. Nice. And apparently I have 10 Mesa Prime chassis already. What? Why? Okay.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
More traces. Lovely, lovely traces. I think we've got time for another couple of run-throughs, and then we'll do that final giveaway. But this stream. Not the last giveaway in total, just the last of this stream. So, 2 more runs. Let's get these nice and quick. Seeing as we've got so many of that Mesa piece, what other stuff could we get? Let's see if we get some more Chroma in. Although I do already own 2 of those. Zephyr only own 1 of. I would like, something I don't already have. Let's have a look here. Gals, you ready? Got plenty of those. Hildren, 12 of those. Got all of this lot. Good lord. Aha! There's one I haven't got something at the moment. Grendel. Let's grab that one. Oh, we're in a friendly competition with Shenpai, are we? In terms of where our campaigns are at? Let's have a look. Whilst this loads into the mission. Let's have a look. It's just loading up. Team Warframe. Here we go. So in Team Warframe we have, reading from the bottom of the top 10 list here at the moment, PNX Vector, who's at 1,325 raised. Widescreen John at 1,340. Viceroy Cinder at 1,400. Very good. Rebecca Weres at 1,509. Asuri... excuse me. Voice breaking. Asuri Tenshi at 1,530. Zatana? Zatana? I want to say? Zatana? 1,730. And then Xenosfire at $2,050 raised. Very nice. Great Bardini at 2,460. And then we have our top 2 at the moment. With $3,482.26, it is you lovely lot here in this Kengineer community. And Shenpai at $3,534 raised. That is incredible all round. And I do see on the individual donors side, unsurprisingly to anyone who knows this community and knows how these go, the single biggest donor outside of DE themselves is Leto at $7,300 contributed across all different campaigns. All different creators involved in the campaign, which is bonkers. I don't know who Leto is, and I don't feel the need to find out if they don't wish to share. I missed my jump, wasn't looking. Just a simple acknowledgement that that is an incredible amount of generosity there. Incredible amount. And there's the Grendel! Nice! Logan saying statistics says Maid outfit working. Where is Maid outfit or just the generosity in this community, to be quite honest with you? Like, I'm putting this on, it's as a community reward. If it inspires people to donate to support more, well, that is kind of the point. So, I'd like to think that it works. But at the same time, I'm not going to take credit for that. Those dollars that I'm reading out there, that's from you lot. You guys made those donations. You guys are the ones truly pushing it forwards. I'm some dude on the internet goofing off, making videos, and sabotaging my own Warframes. And so you lot are being absolutely amazing with the support. So you get to take every bit of credit at that. And it's why I am so glad that I'm able to provide this many giveaways as much as well. So that it can just loop all the way back to the you lot who make this happen. Thank you. Let's see. Do I have a Wisp blueprint in the collection? Yes, I do. I mostly look at the frames. Ooh, don't have the Banshee piece. Let's try that one. Let's try that one. There we are. Yeah, I get it, Lugren. I get it. But I can still take any opportunity for a slightly cheeky phrase to turn it into a parent-style lecture, you know. I can do my best to fail to read the room at every opportunity. There we are. Have I used those transmute cores yet? I have not, Flo, no. I have not had a pressing need demanding their untargeted use.
Happy hunting. White fishers. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident?
So yeah,
withstand
at some
their
point.
fury?
Something will inspire their immediate consumption.
Use that reactant to open a relic. You are going to
Who knows, maybe we get some new mods come out, and I can quickly pop those on the off chance that D forgot to disable transmutation for them. Who knows if that might rear its head once again as a feature.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
That's the, that's what it was.
The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, 10OCT25.
Let's slide our way up here.
Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
I can get through. We're good. There we are. Nope. No. There we are. No, this is not working. Ugh. Really, why is your mobility such a pain in the ass at times? Ta-da! I have caught up with the group. Kind of. Oof. It's a good thing we can't take damage from crashing into walls, isn't it? Because my frame will be decapitated. Yup. Oh, come on, I can't get through that? That was a bit of a mess. But we get the Banshee piece for it. Nice. How much does that one go for? Banshee Prime Chassis Blueprint. Most people are selling it 30 plus. One person for some reason is selling it 15. Go figure.
Mission complete.
There's undercutting and then there's that. Urady was a choice this style set? Oh, Urady was not a choice. Urady is the frame of the day today. With all the Umbral Formers being thrown into her. She at least deserves a little bit of gameplay time as well. Glad to hear you had a good time there, Queen. Going out to different museums. Noish. Alright then, in terms of the relic cracking, with those lucky rewards on those last two runs, that's where we're going to wrap it up there. So Mirrorlabe, Left for Rage, Ductile Wheel, thank you very much for joining in on there, much appreciated. And enjoy your loot. As for loot, those of you watching, it is now time for the big one. Oh yes, those of you who've been holding out all the way through the stream, waiting for the opportunity is now here, because with the amount of money raised for charity, I am very happy to announce that we can do the biggest kind of giveaway we can do on a channel like that, like this, a Prime Access Pack. And just to be very clear, not just a little bit, no, the complete Prime Access Pack. That means you get the Caliban Prime, and you get the Prime weapons, all of them with their slots, reactors and catalysts built in where they need to be. You get the Prime glyphs, you get the Prime accessories, you get the Prime Platinum, all 3,990 of it, and you get the Prime boosters that come alongside it as well. The whole last thing in one single pack, untradeable. It's all for your own personal use. So, with that detail all combined, are we feeling a little bit hyped? Are we feeling a little bit interested in getting a chance of that? If you are, then get yourselves ready to type it in. Getting that last bit of setup here. Prime Access Pack. On this particular draw, there's only going to be one winner. Let's open the entries. It is now open. Type into the chat, !win QTCC. !win QTCC for a chance to win that. The only way you can win it is to enter into the draw, !win QTCC for a chance to be one of those winners of the Prime Access Pack. We'll be doing that draw very shortly here indeed. We'll roll on in there. If you don't see your name having slid onto the screen there, just double check with the command. You may need to resend it, otherwise you may already be there. I'm going to move out the way so we don't hide there, Fiscus and Miracle Raven. Give everyone the opportunity to get in with a chance to win that there. And just a reminder as well, you might notice there are a lot of Lavos Prime on screen. You might also notice there's a lot of not Lavos Prime on screen. Lavos Prime is the default, but you can change your appearance with the pick frame command. It's !pick frame. That only works though if you are a VIP or subscriber on the channel. As part of the Quest to Conquer Cancer, one of the options I provide as a reward for those who are contributing is that if you contribute $25 or more throughout the Quest to Conquer Cancer on this channel, you'll also be able to add in your own personal appearance, either for your use or for entire community use. It's up to you on that. It is up to you on that. So if you've got a fashion you'd like to show off, or just want to indulge for yourself, !QTCC to know where to do that donation, to share with the community. We'll give everyone a little bit longer on that there, a chance to join in. You're right, Honeymoon, yeah. It's roughly 2% chance of winning this here. Because you can see at the top how many people have entered. We got 51 entries. So, you're looking at about the chance of a rare from an intact relic. A rare from an intact relic is 2% flat. So, we are below the 2% mark here, but, you know, you take one intact relic into a Fisher alone. The chance of getting gold there is roughly equal to the chance of getting this entire Prime Access Pack. I mean, that's one hell of a payout for someone, isn't it? That's one hell of a payout for someone. Alright. If you're not in now, you clearly didn't want a chance to win it. There's no boosting on this rage. No boosting, you just get what you get. Okay. That's all of our entries. Let's do the draw. Who's it going to be then? Over 50 people trying their best. Who's it going to be? It's not going to be LU. It's not going to be Kraken's Yard. It's not going to be Death Scholar. It's not going to be Washbear. It's not going to be Korobat. It's not Jozu. It's not Kaljade. It's not Ellie. It's not Physicus. It's not going to be Brother Oni. It's not going to be Centaur. Not Aegir. Not Angel Knight. No, our winner is Toriel. Or Tauriel, one of the two. Tauriel, congratulations! You are the winner of this particular Prime Access Pack. Tauriel, please do make sure you've used the !IGN command, followed by your Warframe username and platform, so we have got a record of that on the system here. Congratulations, Tauriel. That will be coming your way at the end of QTCC. Like with all the other giveaways being done on this channel, through the Quest to Conquer Cancer, that'll be delivered to you at the end of the month, or slightly into November, when DE hands out all of those packs. You can look forward to that shortly into November. And Miralabe, thank you very much for the gifted sub there, Tutorial as well, because, according to Miralabe, it's not enough for you to win, you need to win twice. Cheers, Miralabe, much appreciated as ever. Cheers, indeed. Hilly Sensei, I'll take pride in being the first on taking on the almighty Fragmented One. A valiant effort indeed. A valiant effort. Turns out that here the early bird does not get the worm. It's the second mouse that gets the cheese, or the very last mouse on this one. But it all works, doesn't it? It's still a nifty little program. Definitely worth the time to have built this. Anyway, that, unfortunately, is where we're going to have to wrap it up. That is all of our giveaways today. That is all of the platinum. That is all of the Prime Access packs. All the bits and pieces we have got time to give away today. But we have got more giveaways lined up for future streams as well that you can look forward to. Birlabe has decided that the early bird does indeed get a gifted sub as well. Birlabe, thank you very much for that there. Much appreciated. This is the last sip of water, but cheers all the same. There we go. Alright then. Let's have a quick look. I'm only going to look very quickly because we don't usually raid out on a Friday, so we're not usually doing Warframe on a Friday. But let's have a very quick look as to what is happening in the Warframe community in terms of somewhere we could raid to. Let's have a quick look here. Is this what we want to raid into? Oh, okay. Looks like... Has Brigand got D Charlie on with them at the moment? Ooh. Well, we might as well show the support then. Have we got a fellow creator in the QTCC space? We might as well share our support. So, let's raid on over. It looks like if they are going to have D with them at the moment, it'll be D Charlie. Let me just make sure I type this correctly. Raid is up. There we go. Alright then. So we are going to be raiding out of here. Again, thank you for everyone who has joined in throughout the stream. I do hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I will be live again on Sunday. Sans Maid outfit. We'll be back to good old Kendra as you know and love me. Well, know and tolerate me, I'll be honest. But all the same, that's all from me today. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.